The sun deformed, demise befell. Dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea. Poison uncured, from plants impure. O hero soul, when shall thou show? Alas, heavenly fate, ever undetermined. Hunger, poverty, and slaughter burn like an endless wildfire.
I am Du, an envoy from the Eastern Alliance. A distinguished guest invited by Paradisos to fight the Calamity.
Heaven and Earth, the vast universe. The compass turns and the good luck returns.
Did you hear that? The spotlight will keep on shining, and the applause and cheers will never cease.
The demon blood will eventually devour my sanity. Such is the fate of every black sword.
Don't rub it. It's not a tattoo. It's just a sleeve.
Here, open your mouth. This is your reward for being obedient and cooperative.
Hello everyone, my name is Kanyori and welcome to Path to Nowhere, Ode to Sun events. I wonder if I pronounce it correctly.
If I'd known, I would have just arrived a lot later and let them wait. My face is all stiff from smiling.
Gosh, I gotta tell you, mate, this skin is a masterpiece. It's worth every penny. Right. I just love this skin. Come to think of it about this skin though, like I think I found I don't know, a video or something in the internet or in the forum that there's supposed to be like a special interaction with this skin. I think when you're taking a screenshot, but until now I still can't find it. How am I supposed to do that? So if any of you know how to do it, feel free to do so. Please let me know because I really want to know. Yeah. And also I did poll before. And I think I got everyone. Look at this. Look, I've prepared it especially for this event. Day 1 level 80. And this, whew, the live studio of this one is so amazing. I'm probably gonna use it on the next episode because right now I just want to use Darren. Then we got Duro. Yeah, amazing. And Yanyan. Well, Yanyan's in the air rank, so nothing really special, but I'm happy with my pull just now. So hopefully if you're playing Button Door and you're also planning to pull them, hopefully you got lucky too. If you don't, then I'm probably just flex a little bit. Right, so we are gonna start with the event, Ode to Sun. Honestly, I don't know what to expect because I don't really hear. Usually when it comes to playing an event, especially if they come out on CN version, there's some people who discuss it or whether it's good or not. But for this one, I really hear nothing whether it's good or not. But since it's an anniversary, my expectation is high. I would hope probably on the same level of Beyond the Scars. Alright, so Ode to Sun. So let's, find out what Ice has been cooking for this one, okay? There's a couple of things in here. I'm not sure what is this. Okay, this is the usual like achievement thingy. This one just shortcut to shop, and this one, now this one is interesting. I don't know what is this. I think it's some sort of lore. From what I heard, I think they based this story based on actual mythology, that to the point that they actually hire the expert about this. So I don't know how. Oh my god, we have to fill in the blank later, so we have to paying attention to this. Can I click on this one? No. Yeah, Suncrow. Whoa. Okay. Yeah, so basically they actually hire an actual expert on the mythology, to the point, to make this story. So if you're familiar with the mythology, so maybe there's some sort of fan service like, hey, I know about that, that's actually true or something. I have no idea about the mythology, to be honest. So I'm just gonna enjoy it from the amateur perspective. Okay, let's start Ode to Sun Part 1. I don't know how many parts it's gonna be. Okay. Oh, this one is the anomaly just now. Oh, spice is... Alright, I think this one is the mechanic or whatever bonus we can do on specifically for this event. Alongside the disastrous apparition, the auspicious iridescent bird also appear in battle. Utilizing a special ability can effectively change the course of battle. Achieve progresses in the exploration, the iridescent bird will unlock more abilities. I don't know, the design is kind of like, I don't know, there's like this one game that's probably not very known. It's called, I used to play this one, but it never came out to global. It's called Kalba of Universe. It kind of remind me of that game. It still have ongoing on China. It never released in global. I don't think it will ever come out to global. What is this? Can I unequip this? Okay, so I have to equip this. Alright. Now I wonder... Oh, we immediately go to battle? Celestial Cycle. Oh my god, we got weather effect now. Immediate movement speed is increased by 30%. Immediate physical damage taken is reduced by 30%. Oh, they really want us to use magic, aren't they? Enemy unit damage is increased. Okay, this is not really advantageous evac. Not good. But it's level 5, so who cares? Whoa, the sun, the form. Demise befell.
The Apostle of Ashes is invading from the northwest of the city, and is now rapidly advancing within 20 kilometers from the broken front line. All combat units are to assemble to intercept the enemy. It must not enter DC.
We're starting with a crisis. Oh, okay. That's like day-to-day chief's life. Okay.
Its flames contain high-intensity mania. Beware of contamination.
FSC troops are at the forefront. Rows of anti-mania shields collide with the flames, yet the shields of blue light shatter as the underlying equipment melts. The enemy breaks through yet another line of defense. Ooh. Is it like Suzaku? I wonder if the same myth. Like a firebird, the apostle flaps its wings and many of flames envelop everyone in scorching heat, burning your skin. Prolonged combat under high temperature nearly dehydrates everyone.
Where are Paradisos' reinforcements? Out having a picnic? That monster is about to enter this city. No amount of hypercubes can save us then!
It's not time yet. There's a more cost-effective solution. For the time being, hold the front line. Paradisos will give you direct instruction. Why don't you just use battle mode, Stroll?
Squad 3, retreat and regroup. Squad 4, take over and hold out for as long as you can. Where are squads 5 and 6? Hurry up and get moving, quick!
With a loud thud, the sturdy wall of soldier is breached. The soldier in front of you is blown away by the heat wave, crashing heavily to the ground and going silent. Save him. You step forward to help up the soldier who's still alive. The next second, a mania storm engulfs you. You instinctively shield him with your body. Furious shrieks pierce your eardrum. Flames consume your sanity. Clearly you see a twisted eye of the beast drawing closer, like a gaping maw ready to swallow everyone whole. Back off! Shackle is used. Red light pierces through the flames. Sharp wail bursts out as the mania illusion is split apart. Suddenly you see that evil giant bird impaled by shackles, struggling fiercely. You've caught it. But the next second it screams and the golden runes on its body suddenly ignite, forming strange patterns. The flames trace the thorn and follow the shackles, setting your entire body on fire.
An unseen human sorcery? No! The mania is corroding the shackles!
Whoa!
Chief, it'll hurt you! Let go!
Let go of the shackles. Too late. The flames are burning all over your body, using the shackles as fuel and forcing a connection between you and the apostle. You try to retreat from the battle, but your convulsing right hand is completely out of control. The scream and fight blur in your ears. Steam from blood and sweat distort your vision. In the searing daze, the apostle in front of you disappears. The adjutant and your comrade are gone, leaving only. Who's gonna accompany us this time? Where am I?
The sun deformed. Demise befell.
Who's there? Before you get a response, breathing becomes difficult. The high temperature inside you is devouring your organs. The world grows brighter, hotter.
Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell.
God damn it, her design is just so cool, like. This time you see it as clearly as you hear it. A burning humanoid figure is drawing near. And behind her, 10 suns hang in the sky. Searing heat, blazing flames, and various mirages of red beasts are destroying an unknown city.
Poison uncured.
Ooh, we got a cutscene!
From plants impure. Dragon's frenzy. Bane of the sea. Minds invaded by foul spirits. 10 suns in sky. Lest crops survived.
1, 2, 3. Was there a 10 sun just now?
Crimson bow taut, white fletchings shot. Where sun sank low, my heart finds home. Face your doom, as you wish.
Are they gonna start really using a lot of cutscene like that? At the beginning, just now kind of remind me of that opera in Quixotic Truth, in a way. A force different from the hypercube seeps in, accompanied by weird chanting. patterned green light spreads, suppressing the black flames and binding the fiery burn. Both the high heat and illusion are gradually subdued. And at the end of the light patterns, on the edge of the battlefield, several unfamiliar figures appear on the burning horizon. Reinforcements have arrived. It's time. Yanyan is in the middle, looks like she's the most badass out of these two. Gather your forces, defeat the Apostle, and protect the MBCC chip. Oh my god. Under the influence of the Sun Crow Apostle, celestial phenomena in this city are changing in each moment. The phenomena will have different impact on battle. Oh, is it the one that at the beginning? Tap here to view the specific celestial phenomena. Yeah, I already checked that one at the beginning. Okay, I'm going to try to show it off. God damn it, I just want to use Darren. Hello.
Okay, fine.
This is so majestic.
I'll go.
Okay.
Turn into ashes.
What is this? Duruo.
I
And
must take this
Yanyan.
seriously now.
I really like
going to
this
beat up the bad
huge
guys?
slingshot she has.
Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
Okay, I think 4 is enough. Still level 5 anyway. Don't make a good use of it, huh? What did it do? One shot. Oh, I need to, yeah. Let's speed this thing up because I don't think they're gonna be much of a threat. Yo, where are you going? You know what? You just chill here. Oh, what happened? Oh, they change every second. So it's not like they active 3 of them like at the same time, but instead they are like half time. They change like every, I don't know how many seconds just now. 30 seconds. Astia. Oh, we are back to MBCC. You snap your eyes open. The temperature around you drops sharply and the sweat on your back turns cold instantly. You shiver. Before you are not the high heat and flames in the nightmare, but the familiar ceiling of the MBCC lounge. The buzzing in your ears also gradually quiets down and you slowly make out the repeating voice in the announcement.
The expulsion operation has so far been a success. The S-Class Apostle has been suppressed and repelled, and the threat has been temporarily resolved. The FAC will also cooperate with the Ring Research Institute to remain on full alert and continue citywide searches.
So an apostle also can have like class. I just find out that. I thought just apostle all the same strength.
The battle is not yet over. The Apostle of Ashes is still alive. It has proven its destructive power and will not stop invading. All department members should rest well for the time being, and prepare to face the enemy's next attack with your full strength.
I'm just wondering, like, since this one is have class and probably can be a scene or two, I was thinking like if it have similar circumstances as Drea and Mantis, because I think at least Mantis, not Mantis, it's like the queen. It was an apostle which is taking a sinner, and then suddenly it has like merged and like fusion. So I'm just wondering if Yao is also the same. She's like a human originally and somehow being taken by an apostle, and now she become this creature, except that they're not going to DC, of course. Nightingale voice comes from the PA system, ever so reliable and calm, but also more tired than usual. She was also injured in that battle. The medical staff in the ward are also busy, probably due to the heavy post-battle workload. Everyone is in a hurry and no one notices you are awake. Get up. You struggle to get up but fail. The burning pain from the blazing shackles lingers. The brief moment of clarity is quickly overshadowed by a headache. You collapse back into bed, stars bursting in your vision. At that moment, a refreshing coolness spread from the palm of your hand. soothing the restlessness within you as it flows along your arm. You realize someone has been holding your hand the whole time, and you hear her voice. Who could it be?
You've just woken up. Don't push yourself right now.
It's the rule. Such a familiar voice. Have you heard it before? A foreign fragrance wafts over, and you turn your head toward the direction of the voice. Oh my god! She's beautiful. Holy crap. I think this is the first time I see her open her eyes. A strange woman wearing dark green clothes is leaning on the other side of your bed, holding your hand. Her eyes are gentle and she looks at you openly. When you turn to look at her, she smiles slyly.
How reckless of you to dare touch those demonic flames with your bare hands. Now that the shackles have been ignited, this fever won't break soon. You're sweating buckets and your brow is all wrinkled with the frown. Did you have a nightmare? What did you dream of?
She raised her hand to wipe the sweat from your forehead. She's surrounded by rising waves of green smoke emanating a calming energy, the exact power that's soothing the heat within your body. This is a sinner's power. You only answer her with a question. Are you a new sinner? This is a healing ability. Who are you? Okay. This is a healing ability. Who are you?
You don't remember me, do you? You, the city officials, surely know how to break my heart.
Oh my god, did we just break her heart, Chief? What are you doing? Don't you think like this one looks like a thumb? Look, this one is like a thumb. This is the nail. This is just my imagination.
I went through a lot of trouble to rescue you from that demonic being. I wish to at least be remembered for the deed.
Really? I think like 99% is Yanyan doing it, and you're not doing anything because Yanyan is super OP. She's the boss. The foreign fragrance on her grows more recognizable, same as the scent you smelled in your dream just now. Oh, I thought that was Chief. Oh, hello Jelly, long time no see. How are you? I thought that was the silhouette one was the Chief.
I am Du Rua, an envoy from the Eastian Alliance. A distinguished guest invited by Paradisos to fight the Calamity. And also, the person who saved your life from the claws of the Sun Crow. I mean, the Apostle of Ashes. How about a little thank you to start with?
Istia, the eastern part of the continent across the sea. After the fall of the perishing star, the surviving city of Istia formed an alliance to strengthen themselves, hindered by natural disasters. Communication with the city was difficult. In NF-106, a new round of global calamity struck Istia gravely, even severing the fragile hypercube train. The place was silent for several years, giving rise to rumors of its sinking in this city. Oh, it's kind of like similar to Goldion's Field. There's rumors that Goldion's Field is also sinking, but, well. Until January 31, NF-114, okay, the envoy from Istia arrived in this city, marking the first official contact between the two continents after 8 years of estrangement. It is for confronting a sudden, severe tide of ashes. A new calamitous apostle, the Sun Crow, has invaded the city. So is it like this apostle of ashes coming from East continent all the way to this city? Like migrating or something?
Where do you guys come from?
Oh my god, yeah, I can tell. Like lately, it's just been very, very hot, the weather. I thought it was just me, but apparently everyone feel it. Oh, this one's done. Okay. So we are being introduced to new place, Istia. It's good to know that
at the
other
right
places
time.
still have, you know, still alive other than this city. February 1, NF114. That mean chapter 13 was end on like around November 113, isn't it? When is Quixotic Troop end? Inside the hall, so it already been 3 months. Inside the hall, you and the representative of the city council are seated on the west side, facing guests in outline attire on the opposite side, dressed in a light, smoky green robe. Duruo stands out even among the envoy. She sits across from you on the east side of the venue. In the center of the meeting room, the Shroll from Paradisos is reporting yesterday's battle result. The target, codenamed Suncrow, invaded from the northwest of White Sands and got closer to the DC than any other Apostle of Ashes did in nearly 3 decades. It passed through 3 mandatory surveillance nets without triggering any alarms, an unprecedented occurrence. The Suncrow is powerful and particularly intelligent, capable of consciously controlling mania radiation to create interference and evade detection. It was repelled in the first encounter, but entering the DC is its instinct. It will definitely assault the broken front line again. We know very little about the enemy. While strengthening our defenses and conducting searches, the most important task at this stage is to gather information. To this end, DCT accepts the support of the Eastern Alliance to locate the Suncrow and eliminate it once and for all.
We haven't cooperated with Outland states for a long time, as there has been no necessity. But, given the current special circumstances, we need Eastia's experience, since they are experts in dealing with that monster.
Wait a minute, this guy's still alive? This guy appear on Raging Sands. I know you guys. Yeah. I think he's like an Outland. He's dealing with Outland, but you know, the corrupt one. I find that he's very annoying. What's his name? I forgot. He actually have a name. I don't know why it's called. This is the representative.
Please.
A man in white from the Eastern delegation stands up and bows to you formally. His face is hidden behind a bronze mask, but the bizarre outline patterns on it are enough to draw attention and awareness from those around him.
The Suncrow brings drought and devastation, and this is just the beginning. As an envoy of Eastia, I cannot sit back knowing such evils at play. That monster has plagued Eastia for years. We've fought it for decades, gaining experience along the way. Last year's natural disaster broke its seal, allowing it to escape. Of course, Eastia would hunt it down wherever it may flee.
Well, the fact that they actually can seal an Apostle of Ashes. I wonder with what kind of technology they have. I mean, like, they don't have shackles, so yeah, I'm curious. I mean, the humanity technology is pretty advanced on this one.
We've traveled thousands of miles here, hoping to help you all quell this disaster.
On the other side, Shroll aptly projects images of the Suncrow being sealed in NF106. This visual evidence is what convinced Paradisos, you suppose.
You defeated it 7 years ago? How many hypercubes did it take to deal with an Apostle of Ashes of this magnitude?
I'll be frank. After the disaster in NF106 disrupted our trade, Eastia's hypercube reserves were nearly depleted. We could only rely on our own strength to defeat the Suncrow.
The hall erupts in murmur. Representatives of the city whisper among themselves, clearly skeptical that there exists other solution to many a disaster besides this city unique hypercube. You recall those strange green symbols you saw before passing out yesterday. They are unlike any Evasis force fields or similar abilities you've seen, but they feel familiar, as if you've seen them somewhere before.
We've reviewed yesterday's battle records. Indeed, you used some kind of sorcery to successfully suppress the Suncrow Apostle. The effect was significant and entirely different from modern hypercube technology.
Why somehow that voice remind me of Donald? Is it just me? Oh yeah, it kind of resembles of that 101 guy. I don't know what's with all these people like to being so mysterious.
We've long heard about Eastia's special sorcery for controlling mania. May I ask if it's kind of mania sorcery? Where did it come from and how was it developed?
It's just some sorcery passed down among Eastia's seers that permits minor restrictions on the Suncrow's actions. What truly helped us overcome the calamity and defeat the evil was an ancient myth that has been passed down in Eastia for millennia.
He bows respectfully.
The perishing star falls. Calamities descend. Our ancestors had long foretold the era of great disasters and recorded the true method to subdue demons and legends.
There's another stare among the audience. This statement sounds overly absurd, leaving people both incredulous of everything they've heard and eager for further explanation.
The fall of the perishing star occurred just over a century ago. Did Eastia foresee the calamity before then? What method could they have suggested to resist the Apostle of Ashes thousands of years ago, back when humanity hadn't even discovered gunpowder?
Eastia has always been home to gifted individuals, whom we call seers. They are capable of spiritual communication and are the interpreters and scribes of myths. I'll let her take over the introduction.
Oh, who? Duro or Yanyan? Duro. You look toward Duro, noticing your case. She turns to smile at you but doesn't begin to speak. Instead, she turns to the door of the meeting hall. A childlike voice comes through, reciting words that take you by surprise.
The sun deformed. Demise befell. Hills burned and charred. Lives ebbed and fell.
It's the poem from your dream. You cannot forget the suffocating feeling brought by those inexplicable, ominous words. Just then the door suddenly opens. A shape darts past the front row. Obscured by the heads in front, you can't see it clearly. The next second, it leaps onto the podium. It's actually a child? Did she fall? Did she fall? It could be because of her bizarre outfit or the captivating poem, or perhaps the calm demeanor of the Istian envoy convinces everyone that this is no accident. No one stops the child, and she straightens her clothes and then bows deeply in greeting. Oh, she jumps, but I thought sounds
I am Yanyan, the seer of Sun Sink City. Seers communicate with the spirits, decipher scriptures, repel demons, and comfort the masses. What I've just recited is the Ode to Sun, a millennium-old myth from Eastia.
So Ode to Sun.
It details the origin of the Suncrow calamity and the method to eradicate it. Yanyan has committed every detail to memory. Specifically, ages past, there emerged from the sun a giant bird known as the Suncrow. It embodied both deity and evil, wielding unrivaled fiery might. Humans must worship it respectfully, or else, if the Suncrow got angry, disaster would follow its flight, casting misfortune upon all in its path. In other words,
I love her already.
poison uncured, from plants impure, dragon's frenzy, bane of the sea, minds invaded by foul spirits, 10 suns in sky, less crops survived.
I can't take her seriously because it feels like I was watching like a show in school or something.
Came a tough time when harvests were poor and offerings grew meager. Feeling neglected, the Sun Crow was furious and inflicted 3 great calamities on the populace as punishment. Eventually, 10 suns rose in the sky at once, threatening to burn everything down. And then...
She spreads her arms in a gesture of praising the sun.
brave champions sang. Sunward quest began. Crimson bow taught, white fletching shot. Amid the people's despair, a hero came. This nameless champion snapped a branch from the sky-reaching blessed tree, took the dragon's vein from East Sea, wove an unburnable wraith spirit fletching, and ultimately crafted an almighty bow capable of piercing the sky from miles away.
Ooh.
Finally, surrounded by the people and in front of the grand altar.
The girl steps onto the desk of the meeting hall, posing as if drawing a large bow with her hands. She sounds very passionate, though she's only holding a small wooden slingshot.
The hero drew the almighty bow, aiming at the sky, and brought down the 9 suns one by one, leaving only the Sun Crow remaining. In fear and rage, it cawed as it fled. You short-lived mortal, I shall return when you are dead.
Oh my sure. She's like the AWU of this event. Oh my god.
The hero laughed back. Bring it on then. Another hero will rise after me with another almighty bow. The legend has begun. When you return, you'll be no deity, just a hapless bird destined to be shot down. Ha ha ha!
I just know Yanyan for like a while, but if something happens to her, I'm gonna kill everybody. I know I dare you if you make her cry like you did to AWU. The child's high-pitched howl echoes in the silent hall. The girl strikes a final pose, then stands straight to signal the end of the grand play, and gives another deep bow.
That was a quick summary of the Ode to Sun. Now that we know how to fight the Sun Crow, time to get moving!
How? I don't get it. Like, do you expect me to understand all what you're saying? Yeah, that's exactly my response also. I can't even hold back laughter. Okay. Hold back laughter. The car atmosphere doesn't allow for jokes. The idea of using ancient mythology to combat mania is unbelievable enough, and this girl's animated performance only adds to the shock. See, it feels like a school performance. What does it have to do with eliminating the Apostle of Ashes? And why is a child allowed in such an important meeting?
Hey, isn't it clearly stated in the myth? Go snap off a branch from the blessed tree, take the dragon's vein from the East Sea, weave a wraith spirit fletching, and finally, craft an almighty bow powerful enough to shoot down the Sun Crow from thousands of miles away.
Yeah, do we really have those though? Like, what tree? What dragon vein? Stop talking nonsense. What is side? That is... Oh my god, great. Now I'm on the same level as this counselor. That's like the most insulting things ever. Stop talking nonsense. What is sea? Dragon vein, blast tree. Such things don't exist in this city.
Myths are profound metaphors. They are puzzles given to us by the gods.
Exactly,
Okay,
yeah.
ordinary people don't understand.
Elementary school.
Leave the interpretation to those who have a gift for spiritual communication. That's exactly the job of seers in every generation. That's what I do. Yanyan is the current seer for Sun Sink City, and I will lead everyone to seek the oracles and follow the myth's instructions to craft the almighty bow for the sunshot. Once the almighty bow is made and the Sun Crow is shot down, everything will come to a perfect conclusion.
That smile we have to protect. She pats her chest confidently, but no one will trust a child's promise. The hall is filled with rising doubt.
This is a waste of time. I'm heading back to the front line.
Amid the chaos, someone left his seat. It's the FAC operation commander for this Apostle of Ashes campaign.
The Apostle's destination is Dis-C. When it got into the 20-kilometer range last time, the resulting mania resonance already spread to 3 Black Ring ruins.
Huh? 3?
I set aside all my tasks to come to this meeting to find a way to combat the Apostle of Ashes, not to listen to some outland brat's nonsensical babble. Is this what the frontline soldiers sacrificed their lives for?
Hold on! Yanyan is serious! I've been working hard on my seer training, and I've already mastered the art! Look!
Oh, poor Yanyan. She spreads her palm and musters enough strength to create a small spark in her hand. It leaps up and twists into a strange rune before it disappears.
She's a sinner?
That's a sorcery, and it's a very similar to the mania flames of the Sun Crow Apostle. You've seen similar symbols on that giant bird. Before a bigger clamor breaks out, a figure of green and white steps onto the podium, taking Yanyan's hand. The flames are extinguished instantly. Duruo shields Yanyan behind her placidly, facing everyone in the audience.
Well, even 2 neighboring towns in Eastia can have vastly different customs, let alone this city which is worlds away. We must communicate in a common language. I am the scholar of the delegation. My area of expertise is Eastian mythology, and I have also studied some of this city's scientific theories. I am aware that the ways we perceive the world differ greatly. Let me be the interpreter here.
Duruo raises her hand. You are surprised to see the incense burner she held now float in midair, emitting faint green smoke that swirls around her palm. She's openly displaying her ability as a sinner in front of everyone.
In Eastia, there are a small number of highly intuitive and talented individuals who can comprehend the unknown and gain the psychic power to become seers. Here in this city, they might be called sinners and are to be captured and strictly monitored by a certain chief. But in Eastia, seers are greatly respected, especially as a key force against natural disasters when hypercubes are scarce.
Duruo gives you a smile, but a skeptical voice appears from the audience.
We also have experts on sinners here. Of course, we know the potential power of this child and your seers.
He implies something more. Both seers have used their powers, and an analysis of their ability has already been quickly generated and distributed to every city attendee. Based on their M value, one is an A class, and although the other is Ace class, she has a catalyst tendency. They couldn't possibly have the power to confront the Apostle of Ashes. I don't know, mate. I think if you send Hamel to Apostle of Ashes...
Do you really? As early as last August, Yanyan foresaw the Sun Crow's arrival at this city. That's why we've crossed the sea to be here. Had we come just a little later, the Sun Crow would likely have broken through your defenses yesterday.
An undeniable fact. Oh my god, that's so difficult. The whole falls back into silence.
Our myths have been passed down for millennia. It's true that some of the ambiguous descriptions must have led to far-fetched interpretations, but there are indeed claims that have been verified. When the Sun Crow loses control, disasters follow wherever it goes. Poison uncured from plants impure, bane of the sea, and mines invaded by foul spirits correspond to the 3 strange phenomena. As the officer just mentioned, the 3 Black Ring ruins are already showing signs. After the 3 calamities, the Sun Crow will strengthen quickly and eventually burn down the entire city. Time is running out, and if we waste more of it on suspecting each other... Do you wish to witness the 10 suns hanging in the sky? And experience the apocalyptic disaster that destroyed our homeland and wreaked havoc across all of Eastia?
You know, when this type of character open her eyes, shit is just gets serious, yeah. Better believe on her.
Are you threatening us?
Just kick this guy out.
Please continue. This kind of practical intelligence is what we need. Please lend us your strength to stop the disaster.
Okay, this guy is good. This guy is bad. The FSC officer returned to his seat, watching Duro intently. She responds with a smile and a bow, and she resumed her calm and gentle demeanor.
Thank you, officer. But I'm only a non-combat mythologist in our delegation. The main force against the Sun Crow will be the Sealers and the Seer, who will guide us through the myth. They are the ones who need this city's special assistance.
Okay, so the Sealers and the Seer. The Seer is sinners, so the Sealers... Jan 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 jan. Who could it be? Her gaze moved past the crowd to the silent thrall in the corner. Certainly, the Sun Crow has a unique invisibility. His approach to the DC this time already caused no small disturbance within the city, and it will surely follow the Apostle of Ashes' instinct to return to the DC. We must not let our guard down. In the past year, the city faced many changes that led to a huge consumption of resources. The production of hypercube has not returned to normal either. The previous high-cost defense methods are no longer suitable for this operation. We need a safer and more efficient plan, hence cooperation with Eastia is necessary. From today on, please have the delegation Sealers assist the FAC in fortifying the defense and locating the Sun Crow. All operation concerning the bow making or the meat required by the Envoy will be fully supported by the MBCC. Duro turns back to give you a meaningful look.
Of course. I'm relieved to know that Chief will be there. Are you taking us to your residence? Excuse me. The Bureau? We'll have a lot of important matters to discuss for the upcoming operations.
Oh, can't wait for that. You look at Duro, but your gaze inadvertently flits to the 9 agency operative standing silently against the east wall, behind everyone. He's watching the envoys, and upon noticing your gaze, he tips his head slightly in acknowledgement. Is it the same agent from the Dreamy Bubble, the one that's helping us? Because the design, I mean, like the art is the same. You don't need his reminder to remember the real instruction received before the meeting. Oh, you're not sending me just to help them, are you? You and your boss don't believe in that meat or the so-called envoys. What is my real task?
We indeed need their help, but we must also be vigilant of their ulterior motives. After all, it's been 8 years since we last saw our friends from the Outlands. Those myths and sorceries are beyond logic. If there really is an ulterior motive behind them, especially during this apostle crisis, it'd be too dangerous. So, while assisting them, please also keep an eye out, Chief. I will stay in touch with you.
Okay, say hi to your boss. Okay, agree to cooperate. After receiving a positive response, she gives you that evaluating look again with her amiable eyes.
Well, I look forward to our cooperation, Chief.
It's been almost a year, and we finally caught up with it. The Sun Crow has grown much stronger than before. Here, it's known as the Apostle of Ashes, and the disaster it brings are called the Tide of Ashes. Oh, okay. I always thought the Tide of Ashes is just the storm. The storm from Raging Sands. Apparently, every single disaster caused by Apostle of Ashes is called Tide of Ashes. It could be anything. It could be the dimension bending that Stella can do. I think that's also called Tide of Ashes then. There are probably many of its kind here, but unlike in Istia before, this time the Sun Crow has a very clear purpose. It wants to enter the DC, or rather BR000. Isn't it like every single Apostle of Ashes want to enter DC? I can only get so much information here, but from the first encounter, it's clear that the Apostle of Ashes resonates significantly with the Black Rings. The Apostle power was noticeably strengthened as it approached the DC, and its proximity also caused an obvious resonance in the DC and the Black Rings of this city. What will happen if it enters the DC? The city is very wary of this. They've prepared many counter strategies and they view the crisis in an entire different way. Although information is limited, a chance must lie somewhere. Wait, I thought Stella got back to DC. Huh? So where did Stella go? I thought, I mean, like, if any of you like the lore master, just let me know. I thought Stella was going back to DC.
I've been waiting for so long.
Is this what you meant by collaborative effort? Whoa, is it the chief office? Oh, it's not. The Bureau VIP lounge has been decorated in an Eastern style with whips of smoke curling through the air. Duro leans back on the soft couch, looking as comfortable as if she were at home, flipping through a report in her hands.
Your subordinates are diligent. I merely mentioned that Chief agreed to provide me with a comfortably furnished room. And look how nicely they've spruced up the place.
They just believe just because she bring the name Chief. I never said anything like that. The directive from above is for the MBCC to seek a method to eliminate the Sun Crow at your guidance. You said we will have many things to discuss, such as...
Istia has practical experience in dealing with the Sun Crow, but lacks theoretical conclusions. The research here is the perfect supplement for reference. I'm trying to cram down as much knowledge as I can. As for discovering unusual phenomena and crafting the almighty bow, Yanyan is more reliable than I am. She will show you the way.
She glances at your displeased expression and laughs. She covers her mouth with her hand and coughs softly, in spite of her complexion all rosy and healthy. Oh no, is she sick?
Excuse me. I have been buried in books for years and neglected my physical health. It's already a stretch for me to have traveled here, not to mention the adjustment to the new environment and exposure to the sun.
No.
I'd only be a burden if I insisted on going with you. So, with a heavy heart, I'm entrusting the exciting task of crafting the almighty bow to you and Yanyan. If you encounter any interesting incidents or rumors along the way, do share them with me so I can study them further. Let me contribute to the great cause of bow making in my own way. Best of luck. See you.
Then she lies back down, switching to a more comfortable position. Stare at her. I want to stare at her.
Oh, wanna hang out a bit more? Then, why not tell me about your nightmare? I can give you an analysis now. Maybe I'll discover something new.
It's kind of same like Stargazer. I think like during the expedition to Outland for the first time, Stargazer also reading our dream. She suggests with a teasing smile, but for the first time, the scholar closed the book in her hands and looks you straight in the eyes. Those eyes are much more honest than their owner, glinting with a solid desire. Since the first meeting, she seems very interested in your dreams. Sure, let's exchange information. I'll tell you what I dream about, and you'll tell me the truth about those sun-suiting myths. The cultural differences between the two cities are a fake excuse. I don't buy it. I feel like you're hiding something if you don't spell everything out. You wouldn't want any rift in this cooperation, right, Miss Ambassador? Duro narrows her eyes as she looks you up and down, then begins slowly.
It's normal to have reservations. I'm not bothered by your suspicions toward me, Chief. If one day you find that you can truly trust me, I will tell you all my stories. But with the disaster looming now, try not to overcomplicate things.
Then let's talk about the dream when you tire of these mind games. You hold each other's gaze and simply wait for the other person to answer first. Suddenly, the door opens and a girl stumbles in.
Dura! Dura! Yanyan had another psychic dream! I dreamed there were 10 suns in the sky and plenty of demons and monsters in the fire! One of them was a giant bird with human eyes and wearing a mask! It held my head in its beak and tried to eat me!
Why are you look so happy though? Everybody gonna be shocked.
That must be the Sun Crow! But in the dream,
Okay.
a hero came and shot it down with an arrow! Dura, you're the best at interpreting dreams. Can you tell if this is a good omen?
Yanyan gestured around the lounge dramatically. Though her description is all over the place, you realize her dream is exactly the same as yours. The dream interpreter simply props her chin on her hands languidly, observing your reaction.
Oh, did you have the same dream, Chief? Yanyan is the chosen seer who receives oracles through her psychic dreams. How do you explain your dream then? Oh my, you two aren't long-lost siblings, are you?
Yes, of course. Do I look like her?
Did you also dream of the same big bird, Chief? Ah, cool! It must be a good omen then, because we're setting off to craft the almighty bow together today!
Oh my god, I love Yanyan already. God damn it. Yanyan has already jumped up to grab your arm. Her palms are abnormally hot, reminding you of the fiery bird in your dream. You pat the girl's head and turn to Durua. Do you have anything else to tell me?
A scholar is neither omniscient nor omnipotent. I'm always on the path of seeking the truth. Let's talk again when you return. You and Yanyan will get along well.
Most definitely.
After all, you had the same dream. Maybe it really is a good omen.
I'm gonna adopt her. Her expression has already changed and she's stashed away her curiosity about you. Durua picks up the documents and lies sideways on the couch, seeming concentrated on her reading and reluctant to be disturbed. What's wrong with my English? Black rings, corruptors, the DC. Even the city doesn't have a definitive explanation for everything. The hypothesize that the Apostle of Ashes originated from the highly concentrated collective human subconsciousness. They are projections from the physic dimension into the material world. This aligns with the notion of divine and demonic entities. As the collective subconscious is erratic and unstable, so are the manifestations of the Apostle of Ashes. It can be inferred that during the era of disaster, the Apostle that are most likely to survive this unusual selection process are those that induce the most fear, despair, and negative impressions. According to Seer's psychic records, besides attacking humans, calamitous demons, aka Apostle of Ashes, also engage in mutual predation. It now seems this is not for power but to eliminate competitor and ensure their own survival. Their desire to enter the DC may possibly stem from the same reason. The Ring Research Institute considered this an instinct of the Apostle and used this affinity for the DC as a criterion to distinguish this species from ordinary corruptors. Moreover, this tendency is specific to BR000 and not other black rings. Near the city, this instinct even overrides all their other characteristics. So, the weird thing is like, Apostle of Ashes want to get to DC, but how to put it? The illusory moon, I mean like the immortal Libram, they come out from there. Is it? So the drawing, yeah. While this just feels like opposite of each other. There's a in drawing has also changed. Now Chief may explore the Black Ring abnormal phenomenon with Yanyan and try to decipher our mystery. Oh no, are we gonna have like a puzzle?
Let me see if you're still salvageable.
Having collected plenty of interesting information, you organize the fact and decide to bring them back to Duru in the Bureau first. You also need some rest to recover your strength. Wait, what did we do? Did we just finish? Ever since the shackles came into contact with the Sun Crow, your body has never fully recovered and you've been having this persistent low-grade fever. The exertion of the past half day has worn you out, and once you get back, you soon fall asleep in your office. That must be very tiring to be Chief, isn't it? Did he even get any vacation? In the dream, something is scorching your skin. Whisper of mania and roars of beast drill into your ears. Some chaotic, lacerated consciousness is forcefully tearing through, trying to invade your mind. Open your eyes. Whoa! Holy crap. That is actually the proper reaction when you have such a dream. But Yanyan is all happy. I don't know why. Maybe she just all smiley and rainbow. Flames slash out at you and the sharp golden eye of a fierce bird capture all your attention. Sparks spatter onto your body, causing unbearable pain, but fear swallows you whole before you can react. Is this a dream? You don't have time to think as you struggle to cower away instinctively, but the monster screeches and lunges forward, pinning you to the ground with his sword and claw beside your ears. Trapped, you are forced to look at its true form. That is not a beast. It has the shape of a human, a woman bathing in fire whose body is covered in red feathers. She sits atop you like a hunter on his prey, leaning down close to your face, the intense heat of the fire suffocating you as the she draws nearer. She opens her mouth near your neck, and her whisper mixed with the crackling of burning debris numb the back of your ears. Are you hungry? You try to struggle but unable to release the shackles in the dream. You remain imprisoned in the cage of flames. The charring smell surrounds you as the world gets incinerated, as if this isn't a dream, but a true purgatory. And death is beckoning to you. Let go! The flames recede and her face leans even closer. Half of it is covered by an ominous cluster of contamination, like she's wearing a band mask. The other half is indistinct against the backlight, leaving only that golden eye visible clear and sharp. That's not a human eye, but it's not menacing as a demonic beast either. It's simply staring at you, like a golden sun. As you think that, the lapping flames gradually lose their heat, no longer causing the burning pain, but acting like a barrier protecting you in this inferno. The raging mania outside is entirely consumed by the flames enveloping her body. She locks eyes with you without any other movement, only repeating the chaotic whispers over and over again. That inhuman pupil seems eager to convey 1,000 emotions to you. But you can't comprehend them. The distance between you is not just a matter of inches, but an insurmountable difference. Who are you? What are you trying to tell me?
Chief. Chief.
That voice!
Chief is awake!
Yanyan, it's you! Yay! A small hand is slapping your cheek, and you wake up to see Yanyan's face instead of the monster. She looks at you with concern.
Your cheeks are all red, and you're panting. Are you having a fever? You're scaring me.
Oh, she's so sweet. Maybe it's because you slapped them so hard? You only remark inwardly, then raise your hand to move the girl aside. I'm fine, it was just a dream.
You had a dream again? dream of a woman wearing a mask and extraordinary clothes with flames all over her body? She leaned very close to look at you, embrace you, and try to talk to you?
How did you know?
Oh, did you have the same dream, Chief? Yanyan is the chosen seer who receives oracles through her psychic dreams. How do you explain your dream then?
You're still pondering when the girl claps her hands joyfully and jumps up.
You had the same wonderful dream as Yanyan did! You also dreamed of the Great Seer!
That was a wonderful dream. The Great Seer?
Yes! In Sunsink City. Oh, back then it was still called Sunset Town. The Great Seer was the most powerful person in Sunset Town. We were only able to repel all evil spirits and overcome natural disasters thanks to her leadership. She always wore a mask and her pretty seer robes. She would stand on the high altar, accompanied by her long sword and flames, performing the ritual dance to drive away evil spirits and pray for blessings. What a beautiful sight!
So it was Yao.
Actually, I dreamed of her just now when I was dozing off in the car, too. Maybe because tackling the Sun Crow is too hard, the Great Seer even came specially to comfort me. It's been a long time since I had such a beautiful dream.
Mask, longsword, flames, woman. You indeed dream of the same things again. But can you call that hellish scene a beautiful dream? That being burned to the point it no longer looked human. You could hardly see it as beautiful and gentle woman. What did the Great Seer say to you?
She told Yanyan to go to some sea, and she told me I could do it, although I didn't hear the rest clearly, but she must be encouraging me.
So this sea then? What she told me was different.
Huh? Well, Zuro is better at interpreting dreams. Let's go find her.
She takes your hand and runs outside. You consider for a second and don't stop her. Never mind, that's strange, dear. At Duro's request, you specifically brought back a lot of information for her. You wonder if the scholar has figured anything out yet. Watching the high tower black ring collapse from the helicopter. Man, how do I put it? I couldn't imagine the person who did such a big thing was our chief. I mean, our skinny chief with those heavy dark circles from all over who we see every day. Oh my god, somebody give chief a vacation. Who would have thought? When the second black ring erupted, they said chief was dead. I thought I'll never see him again. Chief? You walk over to find a few loudmouths from the bureau chattering to Duro, and this courier of the second day see you. The scholar nods at you with a smile, her expression full of amusement. You steady your emotions and smile at Yanyan. I'll ask her about the dream. Go play somewhere else, Yanyan. But don't listen to those stories, read the actual reports. Did he actually say, go play somewhere else? I'm braver in real life than in the story. Don't get your hopes up. I'm not that brave. I'm braver in real life than in the story. Oh. Getting your permission, the girl bounces about joyfully. She's already forgotten about the dream and is captivated by those tales of chief great adventures spawned by those two.
Then I'll be off. Tell me how my dream differs from yours later. I really want to know too.
She runs off gleefully, leaving you and Duru alone.
Bummer. My field research was just getting interesting. Skinny Chief strikes back, and Mad Shackles versus Mania? How fascinating.
Skinny Chief Strikes Back. Is that like I don't know, the sequel of the new Star Wars movie? Mad Shackle
Never
vs
mind.
Mania.
You're my priority. Finally willing to let me interpret your dream?
Yeah. I'm not here to talk about the dream. Oh. We agree to talk about that only when we can finally face each other honestly. But the things you've done, refusing to go out using different excuses, being fake about everything, sending me away to gather information, and then snooping around in the bureau, you're making it hard to trust you, you know.
Are you upset because I neglected your investigation results? Or are you indeed here to interrogate the Outlander?
To hit the gym and grind. I cannot remember on it kind of remind me on, I think it was on Insatiable Fiesta. There is like this one girl that called Chief skinny and weak. I think it was the Feiji girl. Yeah. I need an explanation. I can't work with someone suspicious.
To think that one would doubt the truthfulness of a scholar's words. Not gonna let this slide if I say nothing, are you? All right.
She actually straightens up and looks at you earnestly, the humor in her tone all gone.
My homeland is not like this city. Eastia is ever the victim of disasters, and our people struggle to survive. My studies in mythology, frequent overseas journeys, and information gathering in this city are all to grasp these unpredictable disasters. For example, in NF-112, Eastia faced a massive tide of ashes. Several cities were destroyed, and vast lands sank beneath the sea. That would later be known in this city as the sinking of Eastia. In NF-113, just when we barely suppressed the Sun Crow Apostle, it suddenly broke free from its seal, catching us off guard and severely damaging the newly revived Sunsink City. These are the two most recent disasters which even our seers did not foresee. Yet, in this city, I found some interesting clues.
She looks at you, the worm in her eyes calling slyly.
In August NF-112, on the brink of the sinking of Eastia, a certain chief awoke from a slumber. In March NF-113, after he was attacked and fell into a coma, the Sun Crow broke its seal and went berserk thousands of miles away. I'm sure you're smart enough to connect the dots.
There's a connection. What are you getting at?
It's just a speculation. I have no solid proof.
She smiles and steps closer smoothly to whisper in your ears. Is it your imagination? Or is there indeed a hint of hostility in her voice?
Your people are the center of the world and the center of mania. Your every unconscious action might trigger a disaster that affects everyone. And yet, you've been reluctant to see it. Think about what you've done. And who is really the one to be doubted and hated?
With that, you find the two of you locking eyes, standing merely a foot apart. Without waiting for your answer, Duro's smile fades as he looks away and stands up to go, leaving you there alone.
Chief? You're still here! Tell me the result of the dream interpretation. I'm dying to know the good news!
You are still collecting yourself. Good news?
Yeah! I saw Duro come out just now, covering her mouth and giggling all the way. It's rare to see her so happy. There must be some good news, right?
Giggling? Damn it, you finally realize Duro has dodged your question. You hurry out to the corridor, but the suspect is long gone. Those nonsensical words were just a bluff to scare you. That trickster play you again. Oh, somebody finally outsmart Chief. She's a tough opponent. Frustrated, you make to chase after her, but Yanyan grabs your sleeve again.
Wait! Duro asked me to tell you something.
Another arrangement made by that woman. You quiver and swallow hard. Who knows what she's planning to play on you in this time? What does she want you to tell me? Seemingly oblivious to your wary and puzzled look, Yanyan breaks into a big smile and hugs you tightly. Oh, you finally accepting me to adopt you.
Thank you for always being with me, believing in me, and showing me all the fun things. Chief, no matter where you're from, Yanyan adores you, even if you believe in those strange blue and red crystals.
Huh? What?
Let's go! The mission isn't over yet. I have to work hard. I'll definitely defeat the Sun Crow. I'll protect Chief and this city.
Oh yes, I'm gonna see you beat them. Just like I see Awu beat Stella, we're gonna see Yanyan beat the freaking Sun Crow. And we're gonna be the proud father of these two daughters. The straightforward declaration of affection following Duro runabout, threatening bluff, throw your thought into complete disarray. Tongue-tied, you come up with only one conclusion. These two Outlanders are both intimidating in their own ways. Can't let my guard down with them, not even a little. Remembering Chief's shocked expression at her threat, Duro chuckles slightly and strolls through the burial long corridor. His great deeds and miraculous shackles aside, that one is indeed beloved by those around him. He's also truly naive and kind, and almost too honest. Even that kind of lie could make him pale with shock. Outside the scholar room, an agent from the 9 agency leans against the wall. Seeing Duro, he removes his hat in greeting. Duro smiles and returns the gesture before entering the room alone. Her smile fades as she flips through the documents Chief brought back, recalling what Yanyan just said.
Then I'll be off! Tell me how my dream differs from yours later. I really want to know too!
2 different psychic dreams.
The characteristic of Eastian seers can be deduced from comparison with the research on sinners. Black rings have only appeared within this city, and the mania contamination they produce is unique. Sinners born from them are thus more diverse and strange, their minds unstable. Such severe contamination doesn't exist in Istia. Seers are born when their innate physic gift awakens, likely induced by mania disaster. The awoken ones are also more likely to resonate with the deities that awaken them and possess similar mania properties. This is known as channeling. There's some lore down there. Those two cutie brought back a lot of interesting information. I'll be waiting for the Ring Research Institute analysis report. Oh, this is Duro speaking? I just realized that. Oh, Wait, is it?
Brave champion sang. Sunward quest
Did I skip
began.
this? I skipped a story.
The best bow carved from the blessed trunk.
Did I just?
Berries and fruits, mere mortal woods. In divine breeds, born divine seeds. To defeat the Sun Crow, we must craft a peerless almighty bow. And the first step is to find the branch of the sky-reaching Fusang tree.
Okay, it seems that I opened it. I played the story in wrong order. I don't know. Eh? Yanyan lectures you while reciting the poem animatedly. Is that even real? There is no sky-reaching Fusang tree in the city.
What are you talking about? I'm already looking at it. Right over there.
Huh? Where? That what is this? This Tian girl points toward the ruins of the high tower Black Ring. The towering afterimage is so high it almost touches the sky, looking somewhat different than before. Somehow it does look slightly like a sky-reaching blast tree. Oh, so it's probably not literally. It could be like symbolical. You recall the FAC mentioning that after the Sun Crow approached the DC, the Apostle of Ashes resonated with BR00 and stirred up widespread mania within the city, causing the three Black Ring ruins to behave slightly abnormally. So does it mean that each of the material is in one of each Black Ring remain? Interesting. You withdraw your gaze, regardless of whether the myth is true or not. It's necessary to investigate any unusual phenomenon at the Black Ring ruins. Off we go.
Wait! Chief, before we go, there's one more important thing.
What?
Yanyan has
Oh.
brought you a little gift.
She looks you up and down, sizing you up with both hands and giggling. You have a bad feeling about it. Oh, it's the costume! It's the new skin! Excitedly, she pulls out a set of clothes from her bag and puts them on you. She even brings out a small mirror for you to check how you look. Oh my god, he looks good!
This is a gift from the Eastian delegation. It's imbued with the Divine Lord's blessing. It can ward off all disasters and unholy spirits.
Why the gift looks so good? Oh my god. You sigh, figuring that the Eastian are all about these ritualistic traditions. Thank you for your gift. Let's go. Wait. Okay, so that's kind of makes sense because I was kind of like a little bit confused because just now, I think on this scene, Yanyan was saying like, "Thank you for protecting me," blah blah blah, kind of thing. Like I was like, "What? We are not doing anything yet." Level 10, so who cares?
Are you ready? Let's go then.
What are those tall blue things by the road? Are they Fusang trees?
Those are anti-mania bases designed to resist disaster.
Anti-mania abysses. Sounds like a powerful artifact. We have artifacts with similar effects back home too, but none of them have such a unique shape.
Okay, so far I think Yanyan is still the show.
Could this be the fabled celestial pillar?
Huh?
Haven't you all heard of the story of the fall of peril in the Azure Mender?
No. What the hell is that?
Oh, so it goes like this. A century ago, the three-eyed god fell from heaven to the mortal realm, intending to enlighten all living beings. But he slipped and landed head first and knocked himself unconscious.
Okay, that's pretty stupid god.
The three-eyed god fell into a deep slumber, but the hole in the sky remained. The essence of the ether poured through it like a waterfall, landing on Earth as fires, deluges, droughts, thunder, vermin, and plagues. The hero of that era ventured into the forbidden land of the fallen god, took the iridescent crystals, and turned them into blue light pillars to support the collapsing sky. That's the tale of the Azure Mender.
She grabs the air in front of her vehemently as if about to reveal something incredible, but then draws back her hand to scratch her head after a moment's thought.
Sorry, I don't remember the rest. There are too many scriptures. Maybe the ending of this myth isn't known to us yet. But I'll keep working on my studies. Let me tell you some other stories, like the Ode to Sun or the Skymender Saga. They're really interesting.
Look at that eyes. Yanyan, I would love to hear all that when we finish our mission. As for now, goddamn, Lichibis looks so good.
The power of the Suncrow Apostle is formidable. Data shows that after it came into contact with BR-000, its influence spread rapidly, and the previously suppressed Black Rings have also shown signs of revival.
An FAC soldier hands you the freshly prepared report and begins his briefing.
Currently, BR-002 is being suppressed by the Eastian envoys and is stabilizing. However, its contamination still spreads up to a certain range, and approaching it is still risky. But if that's our target, the FAC will unconditionally take your orders and protect you. And this seer next to you too.
Trying his best to look professional, the FAC soldier gaze sweeps over Yanyan and then on your clothes before darting away. Meanwhile, you feel uncomfortable in your new outfit. Why? It looks so good though! Looks dope. An ear-piercing roar interrupts the awkward atmosphere in the car. A group of monsters you've never seen before appears in front of you.
Wow! Look ahead! And up in the sky! It's just like the myth!
Whoa!
Chief, a new type of corruptor has been detected. We believe it's a mutation caused by the High Tower Black Ring. They need to be eliminated immediately.
We have a flying corruptor now, goddamn. The FAC soldiers are ready for battle, but you are feeling a bit uncertain. After the first encounter with the Suncrow, you've been suffering the backlash from the shackles caused by the Suncrow Apostle Mania, and since then you've been feverish. The sinners in the Bureau have also been affected, running low fevers non-stop, as if you've passed it onto them through the shackles. But Yanyan isn't showing any fear. In fact, she's watching the corruptor emerging in front of her rather excitedly. This is a type of corruptor you've never seen before. Can you even call them corruptors? They look grotesque, out of place, just like that Draco that appeared once in your dream, as if they don't belong in this world. Could that really be some kind of mythical creature from Istia? For a brief moment, this absurd thought crossed your mind.
That's the Wraith Ape, Imp Bird, Infertling, and Little Monkey. They are the Suncrow's kin. Yanyan knows how to drive them away.
Oh.
Listen to me.
Okay. Protect the okay, this is puzzle. Protect the Exobird. The higher the bird's HP at the end of the level, the more points you earn. The Exobird summon the Exobirdling continuously. Once two Exobirdling are summoned, you win. Protect the okay. Oh, okay. It's not. What's the Exobird? Is it this one? Yanyan! You said you're gonna protect. You know how to kill them. Okay, Yanyan. There.
Oh! Are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fun!
Turn into ashes.
Darren.
Okay, fine. I'll go.
Oh. How long they gonna spawn the what now? I forgot. I shoot. Where's the Exobird? Oh, this one. How long was it? 20 seconds? Spawn? No? Hey? Oh, there you go.
Did I also in the past?
The first. The second.
Yes, I heard you. No detours this time, I promise.
Yeah, but your pig ritual is done. Why are there monsters lurking near the Fusong tree?
Because this isn't some auspicious blessed tree, but the afterimage of a black ring. These are all creatures of mania, you murmur inwardly. The corruptors turn out to be more numerous than you imagine, but unfortunately the FAC team cooperates flawlessly with you and Yanyan can fight too. Soon you've wiped out all the incoming corruptors. After getting rid of all the corruptors nearby, you realize you've almost made it to the Drifter camp unknowingly. You can even catch a glimpse of the dark gate. So the influence of the Black Ring has reached here too. You have to check on the situation inside the drifter camp. Outside the drifter camp, a large pile of rubble has yet to be cleared. You can hear the crunching footsteps over the debris.
I didn't expect to see such a place in the city, besides those glittering skyscrapers. Were these stones and houses smashed by some monster? Some were even burned to ashes.
Oh no, you gotta remind us the chapter 13.
Did something bad happen here?
Okay, let me tell you since the very beginning. Yanyan carefully examined her surrounding, her eyebrows slightly furrowed. Yes, a battle happened here, a fierce one.
Was it also because the gods were angry?
No, there are no gods in this city. These people just keep fighting among themselves. But this fight was not for nothing. It was a battle of survival where ordinary people are united for their dreams and hopes. Oh my god.
Yanyan likes this kind of story. Back home, Grandma always tells Yanyan the story about the hero who shot down the Sun Crow too.
I would love to relive the chapter 13 again, man. I wish I can just remove my memory and then replay chapter 13 again. And get excited. Peak writing.
The hero protects everyone, and the people get together to help the hero. Yanyan can never get tired of such legends.
You ruffle the girl's hair and an FSC guard comes over in time to report the scouting results.
Of course, there's another thing. We didn't find anything resembling the sky-reaching Fusang tree, but we did find some special contaminants that are still multiplying. And these contaminants have already affected the residents of the Drifter Camp. People often experience ringing in their ears or hear bird calls.
The girl gets pumped upon hearing this.
No good. If they keep hearing these sounds, how can they sleep at night? Chief, can we help the people there while we're on the way to look for the branch? You know, the feebled heroes never hesitated to lend a helping hand.
Yanyan stands with her arms akimbo, striking a heroic pose. Okay, we're gonna protect the bird. This time we're gonna spawn 3, so probably gonna take longer. Yanyan gonna be the last defense.
Okay.
Let's use more
fine.
Sinner this time.
I'll go.
I want to use Duro, but Duro is such a healer that I don't think I need yet. But she's a featured character in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? Yanyan, I'm gonna play Amu, so they can play together.
Tremble before me, you fiends! The Queen of Lion Dancing is here!
Who's next? I'll go with Pearl then, just to attack from afar.
If this scene could...
Behold, the grand entrance of the mighty Lion Queen!
Oh, so the bird only spawn on this leaf. We are fighting a lot of animals. You are reassured by what you see once you've entered the Drifter camp. The place is still bustling like before. After all, things can't possibly get worse than how they once were at that time. Inner Bay roasted tofu. Authentic Inner Bay roasted tofu. The best you can have.
Wow, they're so good! Just like Grandma's cooking! According to Sunset City's sorcery test, you are what you eat. I think eating some local food will help me get acclimated to this city sooner.
The voice acting was so good. Yanyan stuffed the tofu into her mouth while opening her little purse, taking out a few copper coins and placing them on the stall. The stall owner seems confused by the coins in front of her, unsure of what kind of currency she's looking at. But upon spotting you behind Yanyan, she seems to understand something. Darling, you're too skinny. Here, have a few more skewers. They're on the house.
Thank you, ma'am. No, we're here for serious business.
The girl seems to recall something after nodding, so she quickly shakes her head again and wipes her mouth, catching up with you quickly. She's pretty determined. The girl got more self-control than a certain grey mouse who can't move a step the moment she sees food. As you weave through the crowd in the drifter camp, you suddenly hear a familiar voice. Oh, Grita!
You don't look quite well.
I think his name is Grita, the yoga guy.
Of course. Here we provide a unique traditional therapy that can relieve fatigue and relax the body.
Okay, let's do some yoga also. The man speaks while twisting himself into a bizarre posture. It's Grita, the barefoot doctor of the drifter camp. He's even given you a bottle of essence oil, but you've since stowed that funky smelling stuff away in the deepest part of your office cabinet and never used it once. It's kind of like effective though, I think. You step forward to greet him and ask for information, but Yanyan beats you to him.
Huh? Were you performing the ritual dance just now, sir? You didn't do one pose correctly. It might anger the deities and weaken the blessings.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Grita stares at Yanyan in shock as the girl suddenly emerges from before him, striking similar dramatic pose.
See? That's how you should do it. I learned this move when I first became a novice seer.
Yanyan pulls out a book from her pocket and flips through a few pages quickly.
What? What's this novicia you're talking about? I only know how to treat nausea. And I was doing you.
You? Yanyan keeps babbling on about the ritual dance with unseen vehemence. This seems a very important subject to her, and even the surrounding crowd is listening intently. Pull Yanyan away? You try to pull Yanyan away, but her enthusiasm is unstoppable and she's already begun posing, so you have no choice but to watch her perform the entire ritual dance. The crowd has gradually gathered around you. People applaud from time to time, and some even toss a few coins at your feet.
Oops! What time is it now? Oh no! Thank you, everyone!
Yanyan pulls you away hurriedly, muttering non-stop.
Gotta tend to the serious matters first.
Thanks.
I think she should perform with Awu, doing that, whatever that yoga thing just now. The serious matters may be important, but the drifter camp is full of distracting oddities. Yanyan's throne becomes a brick wall, then a straw, and she soon stops in front of a stall. Ika. Books for sale! Books for sale! The latest masterpiece from the Great Point Raven! The book has a colorful cover, looking more like a magazine. Yanyan glances at the book, then at you, hesitating as if wanting to say something. We have to check the book content first because sometimes Raven put some weird stuff inside. It's definitely Raven style, but the content is unlike the Great Poet's previous works. It's a bedtime fairy tale and it looks quite interesting. Oh, okay, so she seems has changed a little bit. Oh, I'm just got full, why? How do I... Okay, I got progress 2000. 3000. Okay, so I got maximum. The drifter camp is noisy, but occasionally you can hear some sharp piercing bird calls. Piercing bird calls. Shh. Yanyan raised a finger, signaling everyone around her to be quiet. What's happening? The FSC soldiers cautiously take their position. You look at Yanyan, your confusion on full display. I seem to hear the voice of the Sun Crow. Yanyan says, pausing between words. Before she can finish, the bird calls grow louder and a peddler approaches. Here, here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today, I have with me a unique treasure. Check out these shiny feathers and listen to this authentic East Side accent. You gotta see it to believe it. A bird that talks like a human, speaks better Decian than most of us. It's an old parrot covered in damaged feathers and muttering some vulgar words in Decian. Whoa, what kind of divine bird is this? Do you have parrot in Istia? Grandma used to tell me that parrots were also known as joy birds. They could bring good luck, but these birds no longer exist back home. Yanyan stares at the parrot, her expression turning slightly gloomy, but she quickly smiles again. Seeing one here is a sign that we will definitely succeed this time. The hustle and bustle in the drifter camp is too much. Yanyan seems to realize that too, closing her eyes tightly. We really have to go now. No more wandering around. Yanyan mutters the self-persuasion. You exchange glances with the FSC soldier and give a nod before heading out with Yanyan. Okay, that's quick.
I wonder what surprises await me here.
You traverse the drifter camp, clearing the monster near the ruins. According to Yanyan, this should count as helping clean up around the blessed tree. Yanyan points at the ruin of the high tower, flipping open a book to read aloud the myth written in it.
The hero guarded the Fusong tree until it grew its hardest branch. To thank the hero for chasing off the monsters, the Fusong tree decided to gift the branch to the hero. Look! That's the thank you gift from the Fusong tree!
Trailed, Yanyan grabs your hand and jogs toward the top of the high tower. The FSC soldiers behind you shake their heads but quickly follow you. Oh, a scene? A scene? Huh? Oh, God damn it, I don't gonna be like cutscene again.
That's the one!
The girl points at the dark crystalline branch at the top of high tower and runs right under it enthusiastically. Instead of a branch, it appears more like a crystal with a fiery hue running within, emitting an ominous aura constantly. Awakened by the black ring, the corruptors start to stare. Startled, Yanyan drops her precious meat book to the ground.
No! This isn't how it's supposed to go! Something must have gone wrong! This is when the Fusong tree gives its branch to the hero! I'm terribly sorry! I apologize! Please calm down!
Seeing Yanyan panicking, the meat and the Fusang tree don't matter to you anymore. The most important thing now is to deal with these corruptors in front of you. So I just need to get the branch for you, right?
Huh?
Leave it to me. I know this tree well enough. It's right next door to where I live. After all. You turn around to face the group of corruptors and the blessed tree. Don't think that just because you sound powerful in some myth, you can do whatever you want. You're nothing more than an afterimage of the black ring. Oh, we need 5 this time, goddamn. Oh, where's Yanyan? Why did you take out my Yanyan?
Oh! Are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of
let's
fire!
leave Duru out.
I have to go.
She's not really doing anything right now, at least.
Please don't issue commands that may place you at risk.
Ao is pretty useless right now, like she's not doing anything. Maybe blocking this one, but they keep dying so quick. Victory!
The blessed tree was defeated?
Huh? Following the annihilation of the furious corruptors, the contamination of the high tower black ring gradually disappears. Yanyan thanks you hastily before rushing to that branch. That crystalline object previously hanging at the top of the high tower now lies quietly on the ground.
A dazzling blessed branch full of power. Is this the material for the bow described in the Ode to Sun? Great! Now that we have it, we can make the bow!
Huh? I thought you need like 3 material. Examining the ominous dark crystal, the girl doesn't seem scared at all, and even reach out to touch it.
Stop! That's a contaminant! Don't touch it directly!
The FSC soldiers nearby run over to stop Yanyan. Yanyan looks at the FSC soldier and tilts her head cluelessly, then with skillful hands produces a piece of cloth and rubs up the crystal. The FSC soldier breathes a sigh of relief at Yanyan's response, but still hope you can take her to an M-value test. This crystal exudes a familiar aura. It's a distant memory, that ash crystal you found in white sand. Oh. Yanyan's actions have been rather naive and reckless this whole time, but you can indeed see the links to the myth. The tall Fusang tree, the magical branch. You are not sure if the myth from the east is true, but after picking up this crystal, the people at the Drifter camp do seem to be doing better. Inexplicably, you feel this proof the Sun Crow Apostle is disrupting the city in some way.
Thank you for helping me get the blessed branch, Chief! Although, it's not quite like what's described in the myth. We ended up giving the Fusang tree a beating. Is it really okay? We didn't do as the myth said. I'm afraid...
Yanyan frowns, seeming both glad and worried. Don't worry. You pick up the myth book Yanyan accidentally dropped and return it to the girl. Myths can have different interpretation. Maybe the hero made up that story to save face for the Fusang tree. Maybe our version is closer to what actually happened. The most important thing is, the people nearby are no longer suffering. Everyone's headache is gone.
That's right! How did Yanyan not think of that? What matters is that everyone's doing better now! If the Fusang tree was indeed in league with the monsters to bully everyone, then it deserves to be taught a lesson by the hero. You're exactly right, Chief!
Yanyan takes the book from your hand and smiles like a blooming flower.
What a great victory! The material we found this time seems even bigger than what Yanyan got back home. We'll definitely make the best bow ever!
Hey, you're back! You look like you've just been in a fight.
Are you exhausted?
Hearing the familiar voice, Yanyan stops in her tracks. It's Greta, and he's followed by quite a few people. It seems that after getting rid of their headaches, everyone has come here to get some essence oil from the doctor to help relax their muscles.
Hmm? Even though you do the wrong ritual dance, you can still cure everyone's headaches?
This is new to you, isn't it? This is yoga!
Yoga, guys! It's not yoga, it's yoga! Greta finally sees the chance to clear up the confusion. He's right. It's not a ritual dance. Though it's not the Eastian ritual dance, it still helps everyone stay strong and healthy, and even inspired many people in West District during the Great Disaster.
It inspired many people in West District?
You look at Greta, just like back then, he's putting those people who just got rid of their headaches in funny poses. West District has gone through some tough times before, during which everyone was cooped up underground. Not only did their bodies become sluggish, but their mood also worse. But Greta didn't give up. When many were in despair, he was the one who led everyone to do yoga. Why did I say it that way? Yoga every day. He wanted to help everyone get in shape, and also to cheer them up by fooling around.
Oh my, you flatter me too much, Chief.
Greta is now like the hero that we don't want, but we deserve. Or is it the opposite? I don't know. But he's definitely one of the heroes. Greta flashes you a big smile. It seems he quite enjoys the compliments. Yanyan looks toward the rubble they passed by earlier, then to the bustling crowd on the street, and lowers her head slightly.
I didn't mean to criticize his dance.
Oh. She lifts her head, her eyes sparkling.
We performed the ritual dance to pray for blessings, so that everyone can still keep a smile in the face of disaster.
Though a bit shy, Yanyan still gives Greta a proper bow.
Although your Suncrow ritual dance was not up to standard, anyone who can bring a smile to people's faces has the gift to become a great seer.
Whoa!
Oh my! And I'm sure you've got that gift as well, Yanyan. Ooh, wanna come and practice yoga together? There aren't many diligent girls like you in the whole Drifter camp.
Greta scratches the back of his head and grins. Yanyan and Greta keep on chatting. Yanyan even performs another part of the Sun Crow ritual in front of the crowd. Yay, bravo! The crowd keeps up on applauding, cheering even louder than before. Wasn't there a little girl named Awu? Oh, Awu being mentioned, I love it! Wasn't there a little girl named Awu who kept talking about the East? Too bad she went off to make a movie. Are we making a movie again? Right, no wonder it felt so familiar. Exactly. It's a bit confusing at first, but it becomes fascinating once you get used to the style. Look, doesn't that move just now look like Awu's lion dance? Yes, I can see it. Check this out. Hey!
Wow! Those moves are pretty awesome too! Why don't you join Yanyan? We could use a few more companions. Let's explore the Suncrow's myth together!
The crowd dispersed all of a sudden. The folk at the Drifter camp have been traumatized by the force of mania. They flee the moment they hear about this kind of mission.
Hey, wait! I won't force you to learn everything all at once! You can take your time!
It seems a long myth-exploring journey still lies ahead of Yanyan.
See? I'm still a professional.
Oh, complete! What do I get? Can I click this? Or can I move the story? Or the story is done? Oh no! We still... Why this one is shining? Okay, apparently I did miss something.
Floods and downpour from dragon's claws. Grand scales clanking, vast bones rumbling. Alrighty! The hero obtained a fine bow body. The next task was to find the legendary bowstring. To the east! But when the hero arrived at the shore of EC, there was a huge flood happening there. And the culprit was a wreath dragon!
Yanyan puts away the definition wheel and grabs your hand excitedly.
Let's get moving, Chief! The next target is right over there!
Yanyan points to the rust on the map. The rust. Dragon. Oh, it's the carnival!
So something is indeed wrong at the Rust.
It's the carnival. Oh, so we indeed go to each of the black ring. So the last one probably gonna be Zoya's. This one is Hamel's. You arrive at the periphery of the rust and find that the once stabilized contamination in the rust is rising rapidly. It's even beginning to flow.
Chief, due to the influence of mania, the contamination at the bottom of the rust is forming a current and gushing out constantly. If we don't stop it promptly, the contamination will spread rapidly towards West District.
It seems much shallower than the floods in Istia, but a toxic flood is no good sign nonetheless. Many monsters will come following this, like the prawn soldiers, the crab generals, and the turtle minister. They're all underlings of that evil dragon!
What is she talking about?
To calm the floods and eliminate the aquatic monsters, we must first defeat the dragon causing all this trouble.
As you're discussing strategies, you suddenly hear a cry for help. Help! Can anybody give us a hand? Someone's getting trapped by contamination. Help! It's the scavenger at the rust. They're also affected by the rising current of the rust and seems to have run into trouble. He clings desperately to an arm in the pool of contamination, looking like he's about to give out. Help him? The FSC soldier reacts instantly, and within 2 minutes, they are helping the two elderly people to the shore. Next to them, Yanyan is patting the back of the safe scavenger rather skillfully, then hands him a water bottle.
Here's some water, sir. Drink slowly, and be careful not to choke on it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. The feeble scavenger tries to express his gratitude with what little consciousness he has left. You only know to signal him to conserve his strength and not to make any unnecessary movements. Okay, I think we are getting the second material. Floods are rampant, and even scavengers who you usually make a living around the rust gets trapped. You want to help with the rescue but are afraid it may slow you down. Ask for advice. Chief, this is our duty in the first place. Please go ahead. We will send a team for the rescue. No, Yanyan wants to help save lives too. That's what heroes do. We have to save all the victims of the disasters. Everyone wants to pitch in for the rescue. Considering the poor safety of this place, you decide not to split up but instead search for a survivor while requesting more support from Nightingale. It was idea to always split up at this kind of situation, you know? Wait! You've already walked a distance when suddenly an old man's shout comes from behind. One of the recently rescued scavengers approaches you, panting heavily. You don't know the terrain of the rust well enough. Let me guide you. Persuade him to go back? Agree. Hey, go back. The old man asks, do you know the place where we usually stay? He says nothing more and waits for your response. Don't worry, Chief. Yanyan can protect him. Yanyan closes her eyes and chants, gesturing with her hands constantly. A faint red glow emerges about the old man. You figure it's another type of Eastern sorcery. You nod and decide to bring the old man along. So we agree anyway. With the scavenger guidance, Yanyan Kin's eyes, and the reliable FSC soldiers, the rescue mission goes very smoothly. The rescue team quickly grows a small scavenger. Upon hearing your intention, choose to join you in saving others. Phew! Having been casting spells non-stop, Yanyan looks like she's about to doze off. Are we only collecting stuff here? There's no stages in here. Chief, the special rescue team is ready. We can set off now. Finally, reinforcements arrive. But where exactly could this red dragon be? Never heard of a red dragon, but I saw one of those weird long creatures just a few days ago. The first scavenger overhears your discussion and suddenly pops up looking eager to chime in. Let's go find it together. Up until now, the old man has demonstrated his impressive instinct as a seasoned scavenger. If not for the sudden pollution flood, he might not have needed your rescue. Oh.
Come. Let me see if you're still salvageable.
Following the scavenger's guidance, you advance through the carnival ruin in search of the dragon, when suddenly you feel your clothes being tugged. Oh no.
There's danger ahead. Something very dangerous. Chief, maybe we should take a detour?
What? We are looking for a dragon. What do you expect? Uncharacteristically, Yanyan looks frightened. You scan the surrounding. Aside from the wind making the amusement rides creak, there doesn't seem to be anything out of the ordinary. The FSC soldier nearby launched their scanning devices. Moments later, they still detect nothing unusual. It's okay, let's go. You take Yanyan's hand and continue walking forward. But you've barely taken one step when Yanyan screams and clinging to your waist like a slug, then continues to mutter something.
Celestial soldiers from the heavens, I beg your protection!
What's wrong with her? She's high. What's the matter? You think Yanyan has seen something spooky. During a casual chat with Duruo, she mentioned that some Easterner with strong physic power can see things other people cannot. Oh! Wait, does it? I'm just curious. Does it make mess? It's a physic. Oh, no, it's not physic. It's psychic. Oh my god, my pronunciation. Yeah, does it make mess a psychic? If they can see things that exist beyond the physical world, then maybe Yanyan's too.
There's climbing beasts ahead!
That's not what you were expecting. Another term you don't know. You can only exchange confused looks with the FSC soldier next to you.
That thing is about the size of a tiger, and it has many heads and only stands facing east. It's the scariest, calamitous creature.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Kind of make mess is also a psychic.
Those things up on the platform, look! They're turning in a circle!
You really are terrified of them, are you?
Yeah, Yanyan is not scared. A great seer wouldn't be scared of these monsters. Just that this is an exception. That cursed dragon must have looked into my background. It knows I was scared to tears by stories of the climbing beast when I was little. That's why it's targeting me like this.
Yanyan trembles uncontrollably behind you while babbling incoherently, like a child scared by the first ghost story she's heard. Hey, isn't that a carousel? This is the first time I've seen a child spooked out by a carousel. Huh? The scavenger says behind you. You gaze at the so-called calamitous creature according to Yanyan, but it turns out to be only a carousel. The horses spinning in a circle in the wind. As for the many heads, it's probably just the overlap image of several abandoned horse rides.
Carousel?
Okay. Yanyan articulates the word carefully. Little girl, have you never been on a carousel before? Oh dear, a child your age should be playing in the amusement park all day.
No. I have always been moving home since my earliest memories, because of droughts or floods. Today is the first time I've heard of carousels in amusement parks. Did Yanyan say something wrong? Why are you so quiet?
This sounds so sad. Yanyan looks at the scavenger curiously, not expecting such a response. He doesn't know what to say for a moment. Sorry, kiddo. I shouldn't have said that. You see, it happens at my age. This amusement park has been abandoned for many years due to the Black Ring. Somehow I thought everyone remembered it. But the Black Ring was eliminated 2 years ago, so maybe it can be rebuilt. The elderly scavenger looks toward the dilapidated amusement park, sighing. Amusement park and carousel are things found only in this city, in the center of the world. It's impossible for those caught in the disaster in Sang Sing City a few years ago to have experienced them. Children from Sang Sing City have probably never even heard of an amusement park.
I'm sure they can rebuild it. 7 years ago, Sunset Town was completely destroyed by the Sun Crow Apostle. But no one gave up, and a few years later, we built Sun Sing City, which was brand new and even bigger. So I'm sure you guys can do it too.
Well said, kiddo. If it gets rebuilt, you must come to play again.
Sure, Yanyan will be here. I'll make sure to have a great time.
Whoa! We actually have a real dragon. While the old man and the young girl are chatting exuberantly, corruptors begin charging toward you again. I didn't expect that we actually gonna fight a dragon. You examine the monster before you carefully. They are massive and extremely menacing. You never encountered such species in the city over the past 2 years. For some reason, every time after a few attacks, they will emit a faint golden glow and freeze for a moment before shaking their heads and charging again. It's as if they are fighting against something for control of their bodies. With no time to dwell on this, you quickly tell the scavenger to leave, then hurriedly command the FSC soldier to fight. Eliminate the monster you stop to stop the flood. The more monster you kill within time limited, the higher the point you will gain. Okay, so okay, we're gonna like, what do you call it? Spawn kill them. Spawn kill them. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because we want to kill them very, very quickly.
I'll go.
Turn into ashes.
Where's Yanyan? So I need every single.
Oh, are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more long range. Let's use luckily then. Good.
Execution time.
Die, 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 die. One shot. Poor thing. Can I? Oh, we have like 60. Yeah. Oh, okay. Can I clear them all? Oh, I don't think I will be able to clear them all. Is it possible to kill them all? I already spawn killed them though, and still have like 30 remaining life. Is it possible to kill them all? No, it's 30, 20, 27.
See?
I think it's already maximum
I'm
point.
still a professional.
Yeah, that was maximum point, right? How do I know if it, yeah, it's maximum point anyway, so.
Oh, is this area considered out?
Again? Okay, I need one more. This just knocks.
I'll relieve them of pain.
I didn't. What does this thing do again? don't know what to do. I should have listened to Nightingale more. Oh, I think we can clear this one. The time is actually longer. Come on, come on, quickly! No, no, no!
Death is your only destination.
No, we're behind. No! Two more. Ah, shoot.
See? I'm still...
After dealing with these dragons like corruptors, you still haven't found the whereabouts of the bowstring.
How strange. But the poem literally says, rushed from the east, peer to the west. Go east, check. Look west, check.
Standing next to the dead corruptor, Yanyan flips through the mythbook from start to end several times.
Maybe I should try divining again? This time we will definitely find it! Drops from heaven, pray be hastened. Oops, that's not what I'm asking.
Weird sounds.
When peril hit, in hills all hid. That doesn't seem right either.
Yanyan concentrates on spinning the divination wheel in her hands, completely unaware of the changes happening around her. Watch out! The dead corruptor suddenly comes back to life, lifting his head. It makes to devour the human before it. It all happens too suddenly. The monster gaping maw is already wide open, yet you and the FSC soldier can't reach Yanyan in time. A burst of golden light suddenly appears on the monster body. It begins struggling in pain and collapses to the ground. Quick, subdue the monster! You run over to scoop up the petrified Yanyan and signal the FSC to quickly contain the situation.
What happened?
Yanyan seems to have calmed down when the corruptor stops moving after being blasted by the FSC bullets. Only then does she notice what happened around her just now.
Is this...
In the lifeless dragon's body, you see a wriggling thread with a reddish gold glow slip into the carcass like a parasite. Did that thing interrupt the monster revival? You look at the red worm, pondering. Ew, that's a worm? Ew. It feels different from the Apostle of Ashes you've encountered before. After the corruptor disappears, you don't feel any aggression. Instead, there's a strange sense of familiarity, as if you've seen this red flame somewhere. Did we?
Is this... the dragon's vein?
Yanyan examined the worm curiously with the magnifying glass in her hand, reciting some incomprehensible poetry. She approaches it with a glass jar she picked up from the bank of the Ras.
Great dragon slain, bright glory claimed.
Yanyan grabs the long worm from the carcass of the corruptor and puts it into the glass jar. Having seen Yanyan touch the contamination at the High Tower Black Ring, the FSC soldiers are no longer surprised by her actions. But this is definitely against every rule they've been accustomed to.
Geez, look! Isn't it kinda cute?
No! The object in the bottle emits a faint golden glow. Yanyan leave it to your face excitedly, eager to show you the bowstring. You quickly wave your hand to refuse, but as soon as you stretch out your hand, a series of visions appear before your eyes. Oh my god, what is this? Analysis shows that this substance doesn't belong to this city and has the power to suppress the Black Ring Apostle's skin. Black Ring Apostle's skin? What is the Black Ring Apostle? That's like a new thing. Continue the mission and move up the security priority of the Sangsing City Seer. After conducting a detailed analysis on the Dragon's Fane acquired and consolidating the intelligence, Shroll assigns you to the next phase of the mission. But the Sangsing City Seer and his mates still present contradiction and questionable points. But her unique psychic ability, why I keep spelling it physic? Psychic ability have repeatedly suggested that perhaps you really can create the almighty bow and end the disaster. The persistent low weaver is still ravaging your body. The omens brought by the Sun, Crow, Apostle are becoming more apparent, and the time left for you seems to be running out.
Hopefully I'll find some interesting news material.
Okay. 76. Oh, I don't like this one. No, I don't like this one in the middle. Why do you keep removing Yanyan from my team? Like, for real. She needs to be there.
Oh, are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
I want to use Yao.
Turn into ashes.
If this scene could be reenacted, what would...
72. So should be able to clear all the enemy. Okay.
Time to die.
You forced me to do this. You forced
Yeah,
me
it's
to
very
do this.
useful in this one.
Please enjoy eternal flame, indestructible.
Oh yeah, I have to devour. No. Yao, I can't really use Yao on this type of map. I think Yao is especially for broken front line. I mean, who want to devour or who want to eat your scenery type of mode. Why am I suddenly behind?
You forced
Crap, I
me to do
missed.
this.
Time to die.
Please enjoy the show.
All thanks to Invincible Me.
Huh? What's the stage for then? There's no additional information. Captivated. Oh. What is this? Oh, this is the... I'm too lazy to read all these things. Prophecy. Yeah. Damn. I'm probably gonna read that off screen. So let's continue. I think this is the last...
In the Great Hall, the Divine lay.
The last ingredient.
All spells ordered. Elements reigned.
Yeah, this is like BR004 area, right? We can see like Keelan statue here. Where are we going next?
Over there.
Do you notice like this picture here? Like graffiti or whatever it is. Wall art. Yanyan closed the book in her hands and gazes reverently towards the statue of Keelan not far away. Her previous vivacity gone. The usually fearless, curious girl even swallow heart nervously. Are you nervous, Yanyan? The little seer nods.
Only by passing the Divine Lord's trial can one obtain the arrow capable of shooting down the Sun Crow.
So we only got one arrow.
But even back in Sun Sink City, few seers have actually seen the Divine Lord. We only hear legends about the Divine Lord, so Yanyan is a bit scared.
Hey, don't worry. Everyone will be cheering for you, Yanyan. Wait, did she referring the Divine Lord as Keelan? You smile at the two soldiers behind you.
You people from Eastia are all about that superstitious stuff. I mean, as long as it works.
Yeah, just go and be confident. We'll wait here for you. We'll do what you say.
Well, at least we can still hear birds chirping here. Could have been worse.
I know, right? We've seen way worse in Keelan Square before.
Oh.
You just do your best, kiddo.
Don't even remind me, mate.
Okay, Yanyan won't let you down.
Hearing everyone's encouragement, a smile finally emerges on her tense little face. You can do it, Yanyan! Keelan Square is quiet, with nothing unusual, but a faint, familiar sensation is emanating from the center of the square. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. As you step into the square Black Ring ruins, the scenery around you starts to change rapidly. A red apparition materialized out of nowhere before you, speaking in an incomprehensible language. You look around to find the FSC soldier unbothered by the apparition. It seems that only you and Yanyan can see the unusual scene. A slight tingling sensation is pricking the top of your head.
Revered Divine Lord, Sun Sink City's novice seer Yanyan is at your service.
Yanyan devoutly kneels in the direction of the apparition. Which is flickering and emitting a red light continuously. Uncertain of what it wants, you can only stay alert and get your shackles ready.
Chief, the Divine Lord is about to tell me about the trials.
After saying that, Yanyan sits up straight and closes her eyes. Soon after, her body emits bursts of red light as she speaks in the same mysterious language as the red apparition does. Whoa! Damn, she's like Avatar! Are you Avatar, Yanyan? Yanyan struggles to repeat the words uttered by the apparition, her body trembling uncontrollably, sweat already soaking her clothes. Like Yanyan, you too can feel that immense mental pressure as the screeches and wails never cease. You think of interrupting Yanyan's channeling, but can't bring yourself to do it. After what feels like an eternity, the apparition vanishes and the ritual is complete. Yanyan struggles to her feet and takes your hand.
I understood the Divine Lord's decree. The trials will be difficult. We must work hard together to complete them. For the first trial...
Everyone waits quietly to hear the Divine Lord's trial. There's no other sound they're breathing.
Fetch 2 basins of bathing water for the Sun Crow from the Spring Valley.
What? What kind of trial is this? Of bathing water? Are you sure that was like Divine Lord? The Spring Valley. Where's the Spring Valley? Not realizing how absurd the trial is, Yanyan is still frowning and racking her brains. Look for hints in the myth. It said that the Sun Crow bathed in the Spring Valley. Is there such a place around Keelan Square? The FSC soldiers look at each other, completely clueless. search the near the square, go to Inner Bay, go to the Drifter Camp. It's a spring, so it's supposed to be the Inner Bay. Before the DC explosion, Inner Bay was considered part of the DC. Although it's separated by the broken front line, you can still find some small ponds there. Collect some samples. Having taken all necessary precautions, you cautiously collect some polluted water from Inner Bay. Who want to bat on the polluted water? Exactly. You've collected water from all possible sources you can think of, even when faced with such an absurd task. The FSC soldier accomplished their job impeccably. Yanyan stares intently at the colorful bodies of water in front of her, then closed her eyes to perform a ritual, murmuring continuously. Yanyan can hear it. The next trial. No, there are many more trials to come. Oh, how many? Plant a mulberry tree. Make scrambled eggs with Pollia japonica flowers. Collect feathers of 5 colors. Whoa, so many trials. What am I doing? Am I playing an MMORPG now? She must have misinterpreted the oracle. Even you can't help but let out a groan inwardly. I know, right? This is like typical fetching quest of MMORPG. Presently several oracles before you await your action. After carefully examining their content, you fall silent. Plant a tree. The hero was only told to plant a fusang tree, not a mulberry tree. Where do we find mulberry seeds? Yanyan thinks hard for clues, frowning at the vast square around her. Oh, I think Grandma once told me that fusang trees are in fact mulberry trees. Let's grab a fusang branch and plant it. Are you talking about the building? Good idea, Yanyan. Wait a minute, I don't get it. All thanks to Grandma's teaching. Grandma always right. There are many oracles and tasks left, but you can only do your best and try to complete them. After completing all of the Divine Lord tasks. Ah shit, I can't see all of the tasks. I want to see when we make scramble egg and looking for 5 feathers. Okay, after completing all of the Divine Lord tasks with great effort, you continue your journey following Yanyan divination results. Apparently the Divine Lord will be waiting there. Some FAC soldiers are clearly reaching the limit of their patience with these seemingly meaningless puzzles.
Is this for real? Did she really translate that correctly?
Shh, don't doubt the kid.
Do these Eastian gods have a screw loose somewhere?
Shh, keep it down.
This soldier is me.
I knew something was off from the start. Fetching bathing water for the Sun Crow from the Spring Valley? You can't be serious. For another trial, we need to make scrambled eggs with Pollia japonica flowers or something? I've practically turned the flower shops in East Side upside down.
What?
She was muttering to herself just now. Has she been corrupted by mania?
Right. And she keeps murmuring Divine Lord or something to herself too. Is she mental?
She's losing it. The FSC soldiers keep whispering about this and that. You shake your head and ask them to give the two of you some space. Are you okay, Yanyan? Oh no, something wrong with Yanyan. Channeling must be exhausting for you. Don't push yourself too hard. Yanyan doesn't respond immediately. She looks in the direction where the Divine Lord was, sighing and shaking her head. She then takes out her divination cards and fiddles with them for a while before putting them away hurriedly.
Chief, do you find the trials Yanyan interpreted bizarre too?
Not really. Does it bother you?
No, I'm just worried that I'm not qualified enough to interpret the Divine Lord's words correctly.
Oh, no.
In the legends, The Divine Lord has always been a supremely awe-inspiring entity. They would never pose strange tasks or be ridiculed. It's me who's strange and deserves to be laughed at.
No. The girl lowers her head in dejection. Yanyan isn't making things up or deceiving anyone. You've seen the Divine Lord yourself. That's the best proof. But this proof means nothing to the FAC soldiers. If channeling doesn't work, you're left with only the last resort. Don't worry, leave it to me. You've read Yanyan Smith's book before, and besides some ritual dance moves, it didn't contain the story she mentioned, just a few lines of obscure poetry. Behold omens from soul's summon, iris seen with cold arrow gleam. The Divine Lord indeed exists, but their condition is unstable. The strange task might not be Yanyan's misinterpretation, but an issue with the Divine Lord themselves. You've been holding back from using the shackles, fearing that the backlash might sabotage the current mission, but you can feel a lingering resonance pointing to the Sun Crow Apostle, as well as to the fragmented clues here. Even if your channeling did go wrong, as long as you keep trying to get closer to the Divine Lord and accept their trials, the connection between the Seer and the Divine Lord will only grow stronger, right?
Yes, that's what the book says.
Then there's no problem. Let's go on. We will take on the Divine Lord's trial together. Even if we mess up, as long as we don't give up, we will definitely be able to communicate with the Divine Lord and reach where they are.
I see. I'll do my best.
Yay! Her smile is back. The small hand holding yours is a bit tense. Oh, you squeeze it tightly, hoping to give her some strength. You're confident in completing those trials, which might just point the way forward. Behold omens from Soul's Summon. After completing many absurd trials, even you begin to feel the aura of the Divine Lord. Traces of various intensity are scattered all around Keelan Square like a trail. Red, orange, yellow, and gold, all the brilliant warm hues paint your vision gradually. For the first time, you feel an inexplicable warmth instead of the scorching pain from the shackles backlash after being invaded by the malicious dreams. The light guides you forward. At the far end, you see a fake golden seal hat standing above and peering down. Are we getting closer?
Where are we going for an adventure this time?
Stop the exohabitant from destroying the Sun Crow apparition. When the level ends, the more damage you dealt to exohabitant, the higher upon you will gain. Is it this one? Oh, this one the Sun Crow apparition. Oh, is it gonna keep moving? Wait, what? How do I prevent him? Okay, that is his route.
Okay, fine.
If this scene...
Turn into ashes.
Execution time.
The map is not very good. Can I attack from here? No, it's one grid shorter. Where's Yanyan? Why you keep moving Yanyan from my team?
Oh, are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
One more. Where's the MP? There we go.
I have to.
Oh, we can block him. Cut. I was thinking too much.
The curtain fell on the.
This is why you need to like a second difficulty for veteran player, so it's not going so fast. The aura is like tracks, and though the Divine Lord may not appear at the end of them, each pursuit makes you more familiar with the Holy Aura. We're getting closer. Following this track, you seem to see many lights and shadows. Instead of invading your memory forcefully, they simply float around lightly, like some advanced holographic projections. In the warm white light, those fragments of light and shadows fly toward the sky and converge above the square, like birds returning to their nest, or morning stars fading before sunrise.
Well, what was the first step again? Let me check my notebook.
I think this is the same one. So I'm not gonna like overestimate this guy. I think we can clear. Okay, where did he go first? Oh, wait, there's two? Okay, I can use this.
Oh, are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
I'm just gonna use Serpent to help Yao, even though she probably don't need it.
Today's performance is about to...
Oh, can I move the sinner here? Oh, I cannot. So fast!
Thank you for making...
Oh no, Yanyan is on her limit. Ooh, the song change. Standing at the top of the statue of Killen, both of you can see those flickering lights and shadows. They seem like the Divine Lord's memories, but just like the oracles, they are too fragmented to understand. Every time you see these memories, both of you feel pressured. You're still fine, but Yanyan has been overusing her Eastern sorcery these past few days and is looking sickly.
Is this... the Divine Lord?
As if responding to Yanyan's words, red lights engulf the top of the tower as powerful awe looms over everyone present. Even you begin to have a headache. Oh, she's gonna show herself.
Divine Lord? Can you hear my voice?
Dun, dun, dun. Upon seeing the golden light, Yanyan forced herself to stagger forward, trying to approach the glowing Divine Lord. It's too dangerous. If the myth is true, the Divine Lord shouldn't be so irritable. If you let her go on, Yanyan will definitely be in danger. Is that a chicken? You make to stop Yanyan when suddenly a chubby bird flies through the light and knocks Yanyan over. The red light fades and the scene changes once more. This time it seems everyone can see the strange spectacle. The chubby bird flutters up to a tree branch. It's hard to guess what it's trying to do. People exchange looks of confusion. One of the braver soldiers stomps near the bird. Startled, it scurries down from the top of the tower, leaving behind only a few feathers. Before it flees, it doesn't forget to strut its stuff. After the chubby bird runs away, Yanyan, who's been knocked over, seems to regain consciousness. You quickly help her up, but she can barely stand after over-exerting her power. You tell the diligent seer what happened just now. She seemed a bit disheartened.
Oh, I see. Did the Divine Lord reject
No,
Yanyan?
it's not.
If not, why would it send a big fat bird to bump into Yanyan?
The girl becomes more and more aggrieved, tears already swirling in her eyes.
Yanyan isn't good enough. I've let everyone down.
Oh. No. That's the Divine Lord. Look. Oh, it's the string. No, what string? Feather. You pull out 2 golden feathers from your pocket and place them in Yanyan's palm.
Is this...
Yanyan looks at the feathers in her hand, clearly feeling the power harbored within them. But she still can't believe that the big chubby bird is the formidable Divine Lord. What? That was the Divine Lord? Maybe both you and the Divine Lord are not that good at channeling? You look at the array of items Yanyan has set up on the altar for channeling, then think of the Divine Lord who was scared off by the stomping feet of the FAC team soldier. You reach out and pat Yanyan's hand. Perhaps when you meet again, Yanyan will see the most majestic and powerful Divine Lord.
I hope so. Thank you, everyone, for accompanying Yanyan all the way here.
When Yanyan happy, I'm happy. With that, Yanyan closes her eyes and falls asleep. Oh, just as you are about to carry her away, someone stepped forward to take that girl.
Chief, let me do it.
No! You stay away from my daughter! You hesitate for a moment. Yes, don't give it to them.
Don't worry, Chief. He'll protect her well. You must be exhausted too. You can trust him. He's actually a pretty nice guy. He just likes to run his mouth. She collapsed because she tried so hard to protect this city. Whether or not she was talking childish nonsense, she's still a good kid.
She's my good kid. The story has come to an end, and the hero has found the treasure. Whether the myth is true, what the Divine Lord really is, let's leave that to the future Yanyan. Huh?
May there be no suffering beings wherever I go.
Wherever I go. I can shoot him from here.
Are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I have to go.
1, 2, 3, 4. Just use Rolika. Huh? 1, 2, 3. Oh, there. Why Darren is there? Whoa, 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 whoa. He just passed Yao. Where's the bird? Where's the bird? Oh, the bird is there?
Did I also in the
Okay, cool, perfect. With that, all the ingredients is in our hands. This is marked that I've done it, right? Into the dream. Hey. Okay.
I will provide fire support for the team.
Okay, all the material we have gathered all the material now. What's next?
Has the Suncrow Apostle not shown up yet? When will this operation finally end? All this superstitious stuff Chief and that little trickster are fussing over, do you buy it?
Well, actually, I don't dislike her. I used to think Easterners were pretty strange, always looking like they were up to something. But it seems like that girl is really trying hard to help.
Whoa, so their trick actually works on you? Maybe that's why they sent that girl, so we'd lower our guard. I say we can't trust the Outlanders before they explain the purpose of their sorcery. Okay, I'll admit I don't hate her either. Even Chief is nice to her, isn't he? That's the clever hero who beat the Black Ring we're talking about. He can't be wrong.
Those two are exhausted from their work today. Let them sleep for a bit. We've got it covered here.
Before the fever breaks, you are having a strange dream again.
Danger.
Oh, we finally can hear her voice. Is that voice again? An ominous heat gradually envelops your body. You recoil instinctively, but she grabs you firmly.
Wake up! The Sun Crow is coming!
So she tried to remind Zeiss. You gradually begin to understand the words spoken by that blurry, hoarse voice. Or perhaps you are starting to grasp the genuine emotion in the anxious cries. Who are you? The Sun Crow? Or what exactly do you mean by danger?
That child. Danger.
What? No!
Save her!
A blast of blazing flames hits you, knocking you out of consciousness. Snapping your eyes open, you don't see Yanyan. However, the air around you is abnormally dry and hot. It's mania. This is bad. Where's Yanyan? Who took her? You burst out of the break room. Yanyan hasn't gone far, but something seems wrong with her.
I don't know. I'm so scared. I've been trying so hard. If it fails, it's all Yanyan's fault. I don't know what to do.
The girl mumbles to herself, walking forward obliviously in the open space, scorching like the inside of an oven. Yanyan? Hearing your call, Yanyan, now a few meters away, doesn't turn back and even keeps going further. You try to go up to her, but the closer you get, the more uneasy you feel. The grass where Yanyan passed dries up and catches fire, the air twisting with steam. Yanyan, can you hear me? She trembles, clearly hearing something, but doesn't turn to look at you. Mania is spilling out of her, and the girl casts her gaze into nothingness.
Great Seer? Is that you? Have you finally come to find me?
Yanyan fumbles forward as blinding golden light continuously strips away her consciousness, taking over her body. She's channeling now, but the mania entwined around her comes from something you are more familiar with. It's the Sun Crow. Wake up! The Great Seer isn't here. Whatever it is that's luring you, you must not fall for its trap. You reach out to touch Yanyan, but immediately recoil at the shocking heat of her body. Indeed, it's as hot as the apostle in your memory. Already worn out by the bow-making preparation, Yanyan grows paler, but she's still conversing with the voice in her spiritual world.
Great Seer, I've missed you, and I've got so many questions for you. There's too much I still need to do, but I don't know how.
Yanyan, stop! She can't hear your voice anymore.
I only need to offer my power
No!
to the Sun Crow? I see.
Don't! Come back,
I'm
Yanyan!
coming.
Come
I'll
back!
listen to you.
Don't go! It's a trap!
The Great Seer is always right.
The mark signaling the channeling begins to flicker, and Yanyan's strength is being rapidly drained. But hindered by the melting heat, you cannot get closer. The voice in your dream warns you once again.
Stop it! Danger!
Oh, so Yao is not the Sun Crow. The wake-up call seems to push you forward, helping you tear through the barrier of heat and grab hold of Yanyan. Shackle her, quickly! Oh, the color of the shackle is kinda different just now. Why do you keep removing my sinner? It's so annoying.
Turn into ashes.
Oh, are we going to beat up the bad guys? Surely I'll give those baddies a taste of fire.
Ow!
If this scene could be reenacted, what would execution time?
Stop to save Yanyan. So could it be that the one that take Yanyan is the Sun Crow, but Yao is not the Sun Crow. It could be Yao is actually the Great Seer, and the one that currently Yanyan is channeling with is, I don't know, the fake Great Seer. And I'm surprised with how important is Yanyan in the story that she's not the Ezra. So far, I don't see. I mean, like Duruo roles is okay, but she's not have many part yet. Maybe later. But right now, Yanyan seems like the main character. See, the color of the shackles is different. The backlash of the shackles is incessant, and you are drenched in cold sweat. Releasing the shackles, your right arm is covered in bulging veins, trembling uncontrollably. On the other end of the shackles, the red glow of contamination on Yanyan's body finally starts to flicker unsteadily. The monster possessing Yanyan is declaring its ownership, but you refuse to let go. Your vision starts to blur, possibly due to the heat of the steam or your fading consciousness. You can only force yourself to stay awake with the pain in your palm. But you cannot last long. Eventually, you black out.
We found Chief and that girl!
In your coma, you hear the sound of armor approaching. Apparently, the hypercube shields are right beside you, protecting you. Where's Yanyan? As you ask, you see Yanyan lying in the arms of another person in white armor, smacking her lips.
The Envoy is fine. Thankfully, you intervened in time. But you're not in the best shape. Please take care of yourself first, Chief.
Right. You just used the shackles and they caught fire again after touching the Wraith spirit possessing Yanyan, just like when you first drove away the Sun Crow. So that thing really was the Sun Crow apostle. Did it invade Yanyan's mind by taking advantage of her physical nature? I'm fine. I feel much better now. Take Yanyan's back first. See.
Look at the state you're in before you worry about Yanyan.
A cold hand presses against your forehead and everything calms down again. It's that familiar scent of incense. As you tilt your head up, you finally see who is holding you. Duruo?
Yes, it's me again. Stop being so harsh toward yourself. It makes my heart ache to see a saint like you suffer.
Her composed smile somehow calms you down a lot, and you are surprised that Duruo, who usually reluctant to go out, came promptly.
The materials for the almighty bow are all safe. Relax and just rest. You both have worked hard.
Duruo waved the incense burner in her hand, covering the small camp with green smoke, healing the injuries of you, the soldiers, and Yanyan.
Did I also in the past?
Oh, we got the bow. Wait, is it the last one? Crimson bow? Where's the...
You want me to come along?
But this is last...
Sure. I'd be glad to go with you.
Yeah. Okay, apparently it's the new one. I get confused, like which one is the stage. Cradling the bow, Yanyan curls up in a corner of the room. She rubs the carving knife with her special ability, engraving the bow body bit by bit while filling the patterns with small flames. Apparently this is how the sorcery works. Since having gathered all the materials for the almighty bow, she has maintained this posture without ever getting up.
It's okay. It will work. Everything's gonna be fine.
You can do it, Yanyan. Eyes shadowed by heavy dark circles, she mumbles to herself as her hands continue the bow crafting process mechanically. Persuade Yanyan to rest. You're pushing yourself too hard. You'll be exhausted before the sunshot. The FAC hasn't localized the sun crow yet. We still have time.
Only a little bit more to go. It's almost done. There will be no problems. I can't make mistakes again.
Not noticing your approach, she keeps working without looking up, her hands moving faster and faster. Finally. In her haste, the carving knife cuts Yanyan's finger and blood drops onto the bow. She quickly pulls up her sleeve to wipe it. She keeps wiping and wiping, as if the stained spot could never be cleaned. Help Yanyan treat the wound. You take the bow wordlessly and make a show of wiping it a few times before setting it aside. Then, you grab Yanyan's hand to check the wound.
Oh, look how clumsy I am. I've only got one final step left, but I can't even do the engraving properly. How can I be a great seer like this?
She tries to shrug it off, but her shoulder remains drooped, and she bows her head low to avoid your gaze. You both plunge into a brief silence. Finally, she speaks first.
You know, Chief, I'm actually very afraid of natural disasters. When I was a child, the great drought brought by the sun crow dried up the fields, and its little monsters hurt people everywhere. I still remember how Grandma's house was set ablaze. It was terrifying. But back then, there was a very powerful seer in Sunset Town. The Great Seer was a wonderful person. She could always predict when disasters would come. She was always fighting against natural disasters and protecting us, warding off evil spirits. When Grandma and I were struggling to survive, she led us to her new shelter with her divination and performed a ritual dance to bless us. She told Grandma and I and everyone that we would all see the most beautiful sunset. The Great Seer kept her promise. She was so powerful and reassuring, always inspiring everyone with her smile. Everyone trusted her fully. In the end, she led us to shoot down the Sun Crow. I too wish to stop disasters like the Great Seer. I want to tell Grandma, my fellow townspeople victimized by disasters, and everyone who is scared like me, that everything will be alright. Because the Seer is here.
The Fusang branch, the string of EC, and the mystic fletching. Yanyan looks at these symbols laden with great wishes and bows her head lower and lower.
But Yanyan can't do it as well. my channeling skills aren't strong enough. I often misinterpret the Wraith spirits. I haven't read enough scriptures. I don't know the oracles by heart. I even made a fool of myself.
Oh, this is kind of like similar to our breakdown moment.
I know the people of this city don't believe in Yanyan.
I believe in
Those
you.
myths sounded so captivating in the Great Seer's words, but they become foolish coming from me. I've been nothing but trouble on our journey to gather materials. The Great Seer is no longer with us. She left the human realm, which she painstakingly guarded in my care. What if I can't protect it? What if the disasters return? What then?
She hugs the unfinished bow and arose dejectedly, too guilty to meet your eyes. Comfort Yanyan. You've done very well already. You deciphered the myth and gathered all the materials for the almighty bow in just a few days. It's proof that you are more than capable. We all support you.
That's because Chief and many others helped me. And yet, I was still distracted by evil spirits. There are many good people here too. If I fail, I'll let you all down as well.
Before you can say anything more, a faint foreign fragrance drifts by as Duruo walks past you and approaches Yanyan. She gently takes Yanyan's injured hand that you are gripping. A smoke brushes over the wound and heals it.
Huh? Duruo.
Huh? Before Yanyan finishes her sentence, Duruo knocks her forehead hard with her knuckles. An elegant and charming smile still on her face. Watching this, you instinctively shut your mouth. Oh my god. I should shut my mouth, otherwise I'm gonna be the next one, isn't it?
Oh dear. It seems like Yanyan's little brain is getting confused from too much sleep. Overthinking is an illness. I must help you cure it.
No, it's your freaking knuckle that makes her sleep.
Having spent so much time in Sunset Town, I know for a fact that there wasn't any so-called flawless Great Seer. It's about time I expose her other side.
Duro casually picks up the brush and ink on the desk.
What? What is this?
The first attempt at the almighty bow by that Great Seer. But it's nowhere near as good as yours.
Or maybe you just can draw? Ouch!
Are you questioning a cultured scholar's art skills, Chief?
Wait, just scholar and art. Go ahead and wait. Culture scholar art skill. She gives you a smile, but the smoke around her cools by a few degrees. Oh, I will never dare.
If you had seen her actual carvings, you would only marvel at how lifelike my drawing is. It's my personal touch that gave the almighty bow its elegant and majestic design.
Of course, the good scholar is always right. Yeah, Yanyan smile again at least. Yanyan can't help but laugh at your banter, and then quickly tries to compose herself. Duro bends down and hands over the comical drawing to Yanyan seriously.
Stop frowning. Yanyan, you did very well. You are not lesser than your predecessor. Oh, and let me tell you a secret. The Great Seer couldn't even swim at your age, and she nearly drowned herself once.
No way! Really? Even I can... No, I don't believe it. Chief said Duro is a liar.
When did I say that? Before Duro turns to you, you quickly look away to avoid her gaze.
I've seen the power of the Great Seer myself. That's the power that created the almighty bow and defeated the Sun Crow. She was not as weak as you made it sound like. Unlike me.
She was no different than you. That fool also had to work hard to look cool in front of you.
Though Duru's tone is mocking, her expression softened a bit.
She traveled, studied, practiced, faced doubts, asked stupid questions, and got back up every time she fell. That's how she became skillful in channeling, saw through the unknown, and lent her force to the people. To combat the aquatic dragon, she spent 3 months practicing in the lake. She finally learned how to swim when she choked on water for the umpteenth time. Now, do you still think the Great Seer is untouchable?
Do you know why when she keeps mentioning Great Seer, what I'm imagining is Yao. Yanyan looks up at Duru, her eyes filled with curiosity, surprise, and confusion.
Regardless, Yanyan's ultimate enemy is the Sun Crow. I know how terrifying that creature is. Can I really do it in so little time?
Of course not. If you try to do it all by yourself.
Yanyan looks puzzled as Duru knocks her on the forehead again. Could you please stop hitting her head?
The sunshot wasn't the effort of a single person, but one with the support of many people. The seer gathered everyone's strength to accomplish the feat of shooting down the suns.
Where can I find these people?
Why don't you take a look behind you?
What? It's a bit sudden. Yanyan still seems confused when she looks at you, but Duro's smile already tells you what to do. Let me take you to meet them. You take Yanyan's hand and walk out of the brick room. In the MBCC narrow corridor, Nightingale and the FSC soldier are on standby.
I'm looking for you guys. The FAC has roughly pinpointed the Apostle's location. We can soon proceed with Sunshot.
The MBCC is also done deploying the guards. They're ready to assist Chief and the envoys on the operation anytime.
The Research Institute speculates that the Apostle is currently in a dormant state. If needed, we can dispatch unmanned armor to buy you some time. Huh? Ambassador Yanyan, why are your eyes so red?
Ambassador Yanyan. He turns and punches his comrade on the helmet.
Didn't I tell you to treat her nicely? Must be you who made her cry. Apologize now.
I'm alright. Thank you so much, Mr. White Armor. And everyone in the Bureau. I'm going to rest well, sleep hard, and eat properly, so I can complete the sunshot perfectly.
Yay! Yanyan happy. One day later. In the late night at the bureau, Yanyan once again takes out that sketch of the original Almighty Bow and examines it carefully before tucking it back into her pocket. She takes a deep breath and stands in front of you and Duru.
I'm ready! I've memorized the sunshot procedures Duro has taught me. My belly is full, and I've had plenty of sleep. Compass, slingshot, magnifying glass, all in place. And also...
She raised the almighty bow in her hands high in the air. Show me what it looks like. Oh!
With you and everyone from this city by Yanyan's side, this sunshot must be a huge success.
It's like a family. The new engraving on the almighty bow emit a faint golden light, shining upon the entire brick room with its gentle warmth, unlike the scorching sun. You smile as you bid farewell to everyone and return to your office by yourself. Damn, this looks like a family. so cute. The almighty bow and the myth are the child's most sincere belief. You trust Yanyan's intention, but the elusive heat inside your body is still warning you. The Sun Crow is a special and powerful apostle of ashes. Can it really be defeated by such juvenile sorcery and a mere bow? The Ring Research Institute analysis report arrived at the MBCC. BR002 Ruins, Fusang Branch, a substance in between Mania Crystal and Ash Crystal with a significant mental resonance effect. BR001 Ruins, String of EC, another unique Mania creature parasitizing the body of the Sun Crow skin. While it's virtually non-aggressive towards human, it has a strong instinct to corrode the Sun Crow. BR004 Ruins, Mystic Fletching, confirmed to possess some mental characteristic of Mania creatures, a mythological wraith spirit that resonates strongly with seers. Is it the Sun Crow skin, or... Compared to the three calamities 7 years ago, the anomalies here are more pronounced. Is it the influence of the Black Rings? I need more information on the Black Rings to confirm the connection between them and the Apostle. I submitted an application through the MBCC, but as expected, it was rejected. Time is running out. I feel like that was like Duruo speaking, right? I feel like Duruo is like a, in a way, kind of like spy. Oh, it's still going? Wait, I'm just wondering, like, how long is it gonna go?
Oh,
It's not like being separated into different parts. Where can I see it? Or is it like a one go story? Dream interpret. You know what? I don't know if I'm close to the end of the day one. Actually right. Maybe this is the end. Maybe one more. Okay, I'll give it one more.
There's nothing I wish to seek here.
Returning to this dream, you no longer feel surprised or afraid. The familiar figure stands quietly in front of you, seemingly waiting for your arrival. Her figure coincides with that of the woman who became the apostle. But stripped of the red feather, she appears surprisingly human-like. A narrow river flows between you two, its rushing waters emphasizing the silence in the air. Nice to see you again. You step forward, but fail to get closer after walking for a long while. The river and the woman maintain a fixed distance from you. So you stop. Is this a psychic dream of the Sun Crow? Yanyan and I have both dreamed of you, and we've both made contact with the Sun Crow. Are you related to the Sun Crow? When Yanyan was bewitched by the Sun Crow, why were you the one to alert me? The woman on the opposite bank doesn't respond directly. You seem to see her lips move slightly, but the movement form no coherent sentences. Or perhaps it's a foreign language you don't understand. You move closer to her. You've been protecting us. Are you the previous seer who sealed the Sun Crow, according to Yanyan? Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Where are you physically? Why do you keep coming into my dreams? Are you trying to tell me something? See, if she is really actually the same, the one that sealed the Sun Crow, so her fate is basically similar to the Immortal, isn't it? Like, she kind of like still looks young in a way, even though it's already... When was it? 100... When she... I can't forget. 106 NF 106. She tilts her head, clearly hearing your words, but the river currents grow more intense, widening the gap between you and the surging water drawn out her voice. Finally, when you try to step forward again, you touch the river. The current suddenly turns into flame of mania. It's not water, but boiling lava swallowing you. The heat is melting your perception, so you reach forward instinctively. The answer is right before you, but the figure is slowly blurring. Wait!
Stop pushing yourself too hard, you fool.
Oh my god, this close-up image of Duru, holy shit. She's so pretty, what the hell, mate? Once again, you see the familiar ceiling of the brick room, drenched in cold sweat. Smoke curls by your bedside and the woman is staring at you. This time though, her gaze shows genuine concern.
Hello. For the third time?
How come you are here?
Because I know how dangerous it is for the shackles to come into contact with the Sun Crow. I've been keeping an eye on you since you came back from the square. I'm more careful than a certain someone who never learns their lessons and insists on taking risks.
She reaches out to wipe the sweat from your forehead. The white smoke from the incense burner rises about you, quickly bringing your temperature back to normal.
You looked like you were having a hard time. What happened?
I think I dream of the great Seer. This is the fourth time, maybe more, since the Sun Crow appeared and the shackles came into contact with it. I've been dreaming of that woman in an inferno of mania fire. I thought it was a fever dream, a side effect of the Sun Crow contamination. But when Yanyan got corrupted, it was the woman who alerted me in my dream. She told me to act immediately to protect Yanyan from that monster. I think it's more than just a dream. What exactly is this? The ruler listens and falls into a long silence. Just as you're about to speak again, she shows a smile that seems somewhat forced.
Why did you tell me about your dream? I haven't been completely honest with you yet. Isn't it too early to trust me?
Did we just subconsciously trusting Duruo now? She reaches out to feel your forehead again to make sure you are not delirious from the fever. You realize she's changing the subject. I trust you. I don't understand your myths and can't grasp any principle behind them. It makes me uneasy. I want answer from a scholar. You can see things I can't and understand their underlying meanings. If it's the great scholar job to educate the public, then enlighten me. I want to know what exactly the sun shot is and what happened 7 years ago.
What you're prying into is Outland intelligence. As an affiliate of the 9th Agency, you should understand that some secrets are meant to be kept. That said, I can tell you a bedtime story from Eastia. It's a legend. About a legend.
Okay. She's never sounded so gentle and sincere before. It could just be the illusion of comfort created by the incense, but you're not in agreement.
Not that long ago, in the faraway Eastia, natural disasters and evil spirits ran rampant. A seer with great psychic power was born in a small town. In Sinner terms, the nature of her mania was likely very similar to that of the Apostle of Ashes, and they resonated easily, so it looked like she was channeling the creature.
Why is she making theories about the plot of a story? Is this also a habit of scholars?
But unlike Yanyan, her psychic power only made her see the cruel reality. The Sun Crow was so powerful, and humanity so insignificant, and the disparity left no chance of victory. She couldn't escape from this fact, nor could she ignore the prayers sent her way by her believers. on Earth is happening? How should humanity move forward? Is there any hope of salvation ahead? She couldn't answer these questions, because the honest answers would crush the already suffering people. And a seer must bring people hope, a convincing hope. So she found the legends that had been passed down for millennia on the continent, and modified them to fit the current disasters into the narrative. And made up a hopeful ending. She convinced everyone that the gods were merciful, and a hero would be reborn into the world. If everyone just did their best and persevered a day longer, a year longer, as long as everyone had hope and acted accordingly, they would eventually see the dawn. Just like you're good at pacifying kids with lies, she was also good at motivating people with her made-up fairy tales.
Why must she drag you into this? But you suppressed the urge to retort and continue listening to her.
But it was nothing more than a placebo. The real Sun Crow came fiercely and suddenly. There were no preordained omens from the myths, no poisonous trees, no floods or wraith spirits. Only countless suns in the sky, scorching the earth and terrorizing all living things. None of the magical rituals proved effective. The flimsy lies of hope were immediately exposed, and the mythical fantasy collapsed. Everyone finally came to the realization that there was no sun shooter to save them. Except for the seer herself who witnessed the truth first. Had she told the lies too many times that she convinced even herself of it? Or was she too stubborn to admit her failure? No one knows. But she held on to that ridiculous myth till the very end. Alone, the seer stepped onto the charred earth, facing the Sun Crow, and the countless suns behind it. And then...
She didn't continue. You see a rare sadness in the scholar's eyes. The seer never came back, did she? She shakes her head.
After that, things changed. On the land covered by the Sun Crow's fire, poisonous trees sprouted in one place, floods rose in another, and wraith spirits appeared in yet another place. The countless suns in the sky gradually disappeared and merged, turning into what the myth described. 9 suns, plus the Sun Crow. 10 in total. And some curious folks ventured deep into the 3 calamities following the myths, and actually retrieved 3 treasures. They crafted a bow and an arrow, and brought a person who had adamant faith in her. That person drew the bow and shot at the Sun Crow. And then, the myth came true. The disaster of the 10 scorching suns ended, and the Sun Crow was sealed. The story made up by the seers spread across the whole Istia, and became everyone's belief. That's the myth of the Sunshot. The end. Do you like this story, Chief?
Is the person in our dreams the seer in this story? Yanyan predecessor, the seer who stopped the natural disaster, left behind the bow-making instruction and made the myth come true. She is still guiding her successor even now. She is the source of your confidence in the so-called myth. Both the seal and the almighty bow are related to her. Yanyan is also chasing after her, even this disaster is echoing the myth. The bow crafting and the sunshot are both ritual to connect with her, or to gain her power. This powerful sinner is the real key to sealing the Sun Crow, right? An S-class sinner? No. Even an S-class couldn't achieve this or directly confront an Apostle of Ashes. Wait, I would did it though. I would did it. I would like literally beat the shit of Stella. There's something more to this. Where is she now? You are thinking seriously when you hear Duro's usual teasing tone.
Come on, don't take it too seriously. It's just a story. You wouldn't believe in that kind of tale, would you? This is only a legend about a legend. Istia is no land of barbaric superstitions. A single person's deeds couldn't possibly reshape the entire continent's way of thinking in just 7 years. In fact, after the fall of the perishing star, the first psychics whose power awoke due to the disasters rose to power and held the sole right to interpret the calamities, using the myths as a political tool. They were only overthrown by seers of the following generations much later. You see, real history is boring and cruel. And myths are the dose of romantic comfort we need.
So you don't believe in myths and worship no gods? If you don't believe your own people can defeat the Sun Crow, why come with them?
Because I do. 7 years ago, I was in Sunset Town. I fought in the battle and witnessed the Sun Crow being sealed with my own eyes. This is the truth, which I will forever remember. As for those truths buried by myths, and those discrepancies that still lack explanations, well, scholars dedicate their lives to pursuing them. I should stop talking before I reveal actual secrets of my city. The envoys will be watching me.
She picks up the incense burner, and the calming, exotic fragrance grows stronger. Powerful drowsiness overcomes you.
It's getting late. Tomorrow is a big day, so let's get some sleep. Be patient. We'll all know the answers soon enough. What I failed to understand 7 years ago, I'll see it through this time, with you here.
Your eyelids struggle to stay open, drowsy. You can still see Duro sitting by your bed. You think she's holding your hand the whole time, stabilizing your body temperature with her soothing power.
Sleep now. I'll be here with you. Sweet dreams.
I'm kinda jealous. Why Chief is so lucky. You hear the lingering sentence right before you fall into slumber.
We'll know the answer tomorrow.
It's the same figure again, but this time there are no scorching flames and the atmosphere is peaceful. You can see the woman in front of you more clearly than before. You can't make out her face, but you can feel her smile.
Thank you. It's all up to you now. Everything will be fine.
Why is this some dynasty warrior shit? Everything will be fine. Yeah. Did she smile at you? You can't see clearly. All you know is that this has been one of the rare peaceful dreams in recent days. Okay. I think that's the end. Unlock on May 2nd. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, I was right to play that last one. Whew, there's so many lore. Honestly, I'm not sure how accurate is that with the actual myth. I'm actually quite interested. I might have to read this part here. So I don't know how accurate is that. How true is that to the actual myth from wherever this come from, right? But so far it's very interesting. I got a surprise though, because I feel like so far Yanyan is like has many roles to the point that I feel like she should be the S rank. I don't know if later Duro gonna like have more roles on next day. But from today only, Yanyan is like the main thing. She keep moving the plot and everything. We spend more time with her. Duro so far feels like the supporting character instead of Yanyan. So yeah, Yanyan feels like the Awu of Beyond the Scar, but somehow she's only the airing. So I don't know, man. But yeah, like I said, I already know that they're gonna Aisno gonna makes me like Yanyan, because that's just how they do. Right, so I think there's nothing else to do. Now come to think of it, like Duro is actually in the cover. And I just realized there's a silhouette of the shear. I didn't realize it before, but there's a silhouette of the shear behind her. Interesting. Yanyan is not here because, well, normally Eren is not appear on the cover. Claymore.
What exactly does your MB...
Yeah. Okay, buy this. Missing Florida. Okay, so yeah. I'm gonna stop this stream now. I think this is gonna be like a really long story. I mean, like as expected from anniversary. Like, how long did I been streaming? How can I see? How long have I been streaming? Almost 3.5 an hour. Wow, that's probably the longest one so far for me. It's already really late here. Yeah. So thank you for all of you that's just that come and checking me out. Hope you enjoy. Let me know if you're also playing the game. What do you think about the story so far, and what is your prediction gonna happen on the next day, right? Otherwise, I'll see you on the next stream. Bye bye.